I'm just going to get started. All right, I'm just going to get started now, and let's see people come back here. The other chat had to be redone. All right, we are starting with Aries. Hope that you are all doing well. And welcome back. Sorry for that. New technology, I'm still learning it. Let's get to it. And these are love weeks for all the signs, and they make it a bit long. So now you are aware of that. Hope you're doing well. All right, we're starting with Aries. Aries, what do we have for Aries in love? Aries, show me Aries, 31st to 29. Aries, Aries, Aries. Love week for Aries. Whoopsie. What happened here? All right, so there's a bit of a disconnect going on in your life right now, just in terms of your love, but it's leading you to something better. It's not necessarily a breakup or anything. It's just a difference. I want to say a bit of a difference. Hey, Argo, how are you doing? Argo, let's just get to it. I'm doing Aries here. It's just, if you were planning on staying, Argo, would you mind doing timestamps? I hate doing those. I have them here. It's just if I forget. if only if you care. All right, let's get to it. Argo, no, not Argo, Aries. We have here, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Things are going in your favor, basically, in terms of your love life. You're moving forward. You're moving forward, but at the same time, I feel as though maybe you are very much focused on your work right now. Something could be going on there. Winds are changing in general, so it may be that right now things are up in the air when it comes to your love life, because there are many things that you are taking care of. Okay, in the recent past, I have 7 of Wands in reverse and the Knight of Swords. There was something here that wasn't particularly growing that well in your environment here. I feel as though there was like a manifestation that kind of went a bit awry, possibly in terms of your material world here, and that affected you in your in your love life, basically. But good thing is that right now you are in this energy where you're just taking charge, Aries. You're taking charge. You're going for what it is that you want. You are very motivated. And you are possibly also a motivator yourself. You are admired. You are inspirations. Right? That's a good thing in love. And yeah, remember, for me, love can also it's just love, okay? Present situation, I do see something here moving into calmer waters, and you starting on a fresh start here. Right? You have this renewal energy. And it's beautiful. And what's coming up to you here is that you are making peace with the past, and you are taking things to the next stage. So let's move on. Let's just look a bit more in depth here. We have, and I feel as though there's a communication that's coming towards you here in your love life. It comes quickly, or if it's not communicated, well, it is a person who's very communicative. They're very quick mind, very, very quick. All right. Could be in regards to some kind of a reunion, or just going out, or taking things to the next stage to move into calmer waters. All right, thank you. Yeah, but so things are moving into calmer waters. I feel as though that's the communication. However, when it comes to you, I don't really feel as though things are growing for this person here. They could have been somewhat emotionally unavailable in the past here. You are, however, excited. I do see you keen on taking a new fresh start and looking at things from a different perspective, and possibly going out and just, see how things are going. I really feel as though this is something that's coming towards you, and it possibly come at a moment where you're not even paying attention to it. And it's fresh, it's new, could still be with the same person. It's coming towards you because you have a lot of fire going on within you. You're very attractive, I want to say. So you are basically attracting this communication and opportunity. Let's look more into this Fool here for you. Now let's look into the Fool. And the thing is, what then happens, Aries, is that I see you yourself becoming I really feel as though it's just like an energy load for you. You are recharged, you are ready, and you're happy, basically. Wish fulfillment is granted to you. The Fool is, yeah, I also feel as this is very much related to work. Even though it's a love reading, there's something about your work that's also working out in your favor here. So it could be some kind of a move or a there's a lot of transit and traveling, or just some kind of a moving into a new energy. So you're disconnecting from a particular energy that didn't make you happy, meaning like a community, friends, lovers. It didn't make you happy, and now you're moving into something that actually makes you feel more appreciated. All right. So I will pull for all the signs here in a minute, but in terms of you feel blocked in this transition that you're going for, if you feel as though you might be pulled back or you don't feel ready, look, I mean, it shows up as though you're ready to go to the next stage. You have a lot of drive. You are beautiful. So things are actually going forward for you, and it's meant to happen this way. So let's see. If you are dealing with an Aries, oh, they are coming to Aries is coming towards you very, very quickly, but it comes in a way where you may be feeling a bit stuck in your head, I will say, but they are definitely stuck in their head about you as well. So if you are dealing with a Taurus, the Taurus is such a homebody. They may want to offer you some kind of a commitment, could be a house or a marriage or going out with friends. They want to offer you something. The Taurus wants to offer you something and take charge of the situation as well. So could be a bit of a power battle between you and a Taurus sometimes. If you were dealing with a Gemini, the Gemini is in their head, of course, and they are possibly emotionally unavailable at times when it comes to you. I feel as though you could be having miscommunication with a Gemini. If you're dealing with a Cancer, the Cancer could be pregnant. That's just for some of you. But they are, in all cases, they are seeing you as a wish fulfillment. Even though it's a bit of a burden that you two are going through right now, they are very happy with you. If you are dealing with a Virgo. No, that was a Leo. Leo. Yeah, no. Tower and Death. No. That is... Yeah, that was a bloody Leo. Yeah. So, no, that's things are crumbling down between you and the Leo. If there was a particular path that you have been on, it's not going to work that way anymore. It could be an ending. If you're dealing with a... yeah, that was then Virgo. The Virgo has a lot of emotions for you. They may not be addressed, they may not be voicing it, or they want to offer you a brand new beginning. They care a lot for you. Even if they may stay silent, right? They may want to bring healing and a new start. If you're dealing with a who's after that? Virgo. If you're dealing with a Libra, the Libra may have some kind of there's a bit of a childish energy. You could have children with a Libra. But the Libra here is focused on something else right now. Could be in the material world, a job or a hobby or something like that. Or children. They are just, I really feel as though even if they have emotions for you, it's not where they are placing their focus right now. There's something else going on. And if they are children, it's children. There's something going on with the Libra where, it's not bad or anything. It's just attention are not on you right now, and not for the wrong reasons. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, the Scorpio has their options open, and the two of you are not a good match at this present moment because they're keeping their options open. Okay, Aries. If you're dealing with a Sagittarius, Saggy feels extremely victorious with you. They may have wanted to move forward without you, but they may kind of want to go back anyway. If it's not that, then it's the Sagittarius moving successfully on. There's just a lot going on for the Sag, right? They feel amazing. They are really feeling amazing. but sometimes they could find it difficult to let you go, and then it would be an insecurity. They could have seen a future with you, and if the two of you were having a fallout, it's like they're standing there at the doorstep looking towards the future, and then they feel scared and they run back. So be mindful of that. If you're dealing with a... Oh, thank you, Mika. That's a nice thing to say. Nice to see you also. Oh yeah, you know, that's a nice comment. Sorry. Let's go on with this Capricorn. If you're dealing with a Capricorn. The Capricorn, oh, this is such a typical Capricorn, okay? The Capricorn is just, I mean, they're going boss mode. They're very kind. They want to support you, possibly give you advice. They want to take care of you, the Capricorn. There could be a bit of a distance between you and a Capricorn, but the two of you, I actually see you working out fine. That's a weird thing here, right? And for some of you, you could, if you are in a situationship with a Capricorn, please be mindful that it's that the two of you are on the same page. So it's not just a fuck buddy relation. Well, just be mindful that you're on the same page, okay? So you don't get confused about whether or not there's a commitment. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, there's something here that's not being spoken. There are secrets here. It could be that this is actually over. But someone here, oh God, if you're dealing with an Aquarius, the two of you have a very complicated connection, meaning that it's difficult to put an end to this. Your mind may keep returning and it makes you confused. It confuses you when you're trying to manifest. There's a strong soul tie between you and Aquarius, possibly. It's not something that's being spoken about out loudly, right? And I do see you possibly trying, if you are in distance from the Aquarius, you're trying to see other people. The both of you are, but you're feeling a tie to each other. If you're dealing with a Pisces, the Pisces is moving on and is calling this. They're making peace with the past, just like you, and they want to move on, but they want to move on in a way where they're putting their needs first here. All right, so we are moving on to, that was Aries, moving on to Taurus. I know they may be a bit, yeah, thank you, Mika. It's nice. I know they may be long, but that's because I'm trying to remove the love readings from the weekly readings. So that is how it is. Let's move on to Taurus. Nice to see. Nice example for good Pisces. I always say Pisces get a bad reputation sometimes. They're very nice. I spent last night in the company of 3 Pisces. All family members. All family members. We have a lot of Pisces in my family. Then we are moving on, yes, to the Taurus. Moving on to Taurus. Love for Taurus. I hope the sound is okay. I really got a new microphone today. I call it my porn microphone because, look, if you can see, it's red. I swear, when I got it, it was like, yes, the microphone is red. I am getting up my red light district sign. Oh, now we can't see it. Let's say that. All right. It's beautiful. I hope it's working well. So, moving on to the Taurus. What do we have for Taurus? Messages for Taurus. How the hell did I manage to get reversals in both these? All right, Taurus, you are right now in this energy where you want to move forward. Absolutely. You want to take charge, but all right, let's look into it. I feel as though there are more people included in this situation, even though it's in bloody love. Right. Forward movement, that's where you are, and you prefer to use your head over your heart. Be mindful of that so you don't distract yourself, right? If you feel confused, it could be that your heart is trying to tell you something. And remember, you can't think your way out of everything. You also have to listen with your heart. What's going on is here we have these Page of Cups. So there could be a secret admirer going on who's on the outside here from you. Or just an energy of, if it's not that a secret admirer, it's your intuition and your your intuitive voice, your heart that you're trying to push away here. In the recent past, we have Queen of Cups in reverse and the Ace of Pentacles. Right. Emotionally unavailable for a little bit here. But I feel as though you could have been dealing with someone who was emotionally unavailable. But at the same time, I have previously picked up on a mother energy that was kind of stepping over boundaries. It doesn't have to be a mother. It can also just be a Queen of Cups who steps over your boundaries. In all cases, I do see you getting a brand new opportunity. You feel as though you could have been focused on your stability rather than your emotions just in general, right? Maybe there was a disappointment here. You felt as though you had to let go of. So emotions was just not included. Be mindful that you didn't hurt people in the process, but if you did, you did, okay? That's just how it is. In the present situation, I see the Chariot and the Devil. Now, those are energies that are very much focused on forward movement and, again, locking up, loading. How can I say it? I really feel as though you are karmically tied to a situation here that's where emotions are completely dysregulated, all right? It's not the best thing. And that could put you in a very struggling mode here. If you have been engaging with rebound relationships, something here could have been triggered, and now karma is coming back. Because remember, when we engage with rebound relationships, whether it be you or the other person, for one person it was a fake relationship, for the other person it was a real relationship. So karma will always play out there. So what's gonna happen here is that there's something here that's needing to. I feel as though it's in your environment. I have to be honest, Taurus. I think you have gotten yourself a chaser, especially if you engage in a rebound, and they are not letting you go. Not at all. I feel as though you have another opportunity, could be in your work, that you are choosing to invest in and moving towards your happiness. If it's not work, it's just some kind of an opportunity, an Ace of Pentacles that you have here. That's far more stable, and that's where you're choosing because you prefer stability and predictability and not this chaos, right? And you want to move towards your happiness here, and you already identify what it is. You know what it is, and it's not this. But when you are doing so, someone here is chasing you like fucking hell because they are not letting you go. And so this is a runner-chaser situation. Right. So what is your advice here? If you want to get rid of this, because this is a karmic tie that needs to be broken. I feel as though it's from the outside. I don't feel it's you. I feel as though you're the one being chased. If you please be mindful that you take a step back here and you address the situation. Reassess what's truly important to you and bring clear communication, and understand that sometimes we are just the villain in another person's story. That's really what I'm getting here. Normally what happens if you become the runner, right? You become the runner for the chaser. Basically, you become a villain. So sometimes we have to accept that and don't take it personal. So, because you could have triggered, but then, don't engage in a bloody rebound. So let's see here. What do we have for you? If you're dealing with a... Yeah, hey, Gabby, nice to see you. And thank you for the congratulations. I'm just gonna hear Taurus. If you're dealing with an Aries, oh, there's distance between the two of you. Oh, it's cold. Someone here is not happy. Now, for some of you, the Aries could be a chaser because they are being derailed. They can't focus clearly. Or some of you here, right? It's a cold distance, but that could be a runner-chaser situation with an Aries here. And that would stem from a place because someone is not emotionally happy. Now, for those of you who are far along in the process here, someone here is disconnecting from you. The Aries would be disconnecting because they are focusing on their own happiness. If you're dealing with a Taurus, the Taurus is sleeping like terribly. They're terribly. They're not sleeping well, right? They want to move towards you, but they don't know how. And they could have done something in the past that they are feeling guilty about. and they don't know how to come clean about it. If you are dealing with a Gemini, the Gemini is making peace with the past. Yes, they have a brand new opportunity. Well, it's difficult for them to grab it, right? For some of you, there's a Gemini here who knows that it's time to put the past to the past because it's time to focus on another long-term. The Gemini is also craving stability. And for some of you, the Gemini is calling it quits. Or for others of you, the Gemini knows it, but they are struggling a little bit. But it is going to be released here, right? So if you're dealing with a that's Gemini, if you're dealing with a Cancer, the Cancer here, we have a Tower moment. There's a massive power struggle between you and a Cancer. The two of you are very, how do you say that in English? Worthy opponents, because you're both very strong. You're both in your head, and that is where the chase is going on, all right? So no decision is being made. It's like the Tower is crumbling, but dang it, you're both very stubborn. That was Cancer. If you're dealing with a Leo, the Leo is keeping to themselves, focus on the material world. I don't feel as though the Leo is even paying attention to you right now. Not really. If you're dealing with a no, the Leo is the Leo is in this energy that if they see you pull back, they don't give a shit. If you're dealing with a Virgo, the Virgo, this is very heavy for this Virgo to carry this burden here. They are tired. They feel as though they have to fight for you, and they will fight for you, but it's becoming more and more tiresome. The arguments between you and the Virgo. All right, so emotional vulnerability is a bit of a challenge here, and they feel left out. If you're dealing with a Libra wants to move towards calmer waters. They are absolutely focused on moving forward with success, be it with you or without you. If you're dealing with a and I also feel as though there's a Libra here who also wants to cheer on you. Right. If you are dealing with a Scorpio, all right, the Scorpio feels so comically tied to you. It's not even a joke. They want to bring a lot of love and a lot of healing, but they are very I mean, the Scorpio is a bit of a complex here because they also need a lot of freedom, but they can't let you go at the same time. So you and the Scorpio, my God. But the sex could be amazing between the two of you, all right? I mean, right. So if you're dealing with a Sagittarius, the Saggy is, going on a brand new start and possibly not telling you anything about it. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, the Capricorn is focused on their work and if you feel abandoned by a Capricorn, it's because the Capricorn is working and doing the typical Capricorn trick, which is, oops, were I supposed to answer that message? I did answer that, didn't I? When did you text me? 2 weeks ago. Oh, well, I will answer now. I was just, busy. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, Aquarius has the Emperor crossed by the Six of Cups. Wow. You could have, and the Empress just showed up, and the fucking, and the, oh my God. Oh my God, look at this. All right, so if you're dealing with an Aquarius soulmate connection, you could be married and you could have children with an Aquarius, and there may, things could get hot between you and Aquarius, by the way. But in all cases, the Aquarius is going power mode and wanting to take charge of the situation. Even though they might feel sad in regards to a situation here, they are making sure that the two of you stay on the course that the two of you have initiated, be that apart or together. All right. It really depends on where you are in your situation. The Emperor always makes sure that you continue on the same path. So if you are not together with it, but together with the Aquarius, but you may have children with them, and you're co-parenting, the Aquarius will make sure that you have a great co-parenting relationship. Right. So if you're dealing with a Pisces, Pisces, you also have a soulmate connection with a Pisces. And the Pisces may want to take things to the next stage with you. Meeting friends, meeting family, reuniting. They may want to come back here. All right, so if you're, let's move on to let's move on to Cancer. And if I don't get all the signs done today, I will do them tomorrow. Let's get on to Cancer. Let's move on to Cancer. Let's move on to Cancer. What do we have of messages for the Cancerians? All right, I will do Gemini afterwards. Sorry. I am doing Cancer now. Sorry. Sweet little Gemini. All right, let's get on here. Cancer. For what's going on here is that you are putting in a lot of work to make something grow here, right? Why do you also have the King of Swords underneath here? There's a soulmate going on there's a soulmate connection in your life, Cancer. But I feel as though there could be a bit of a distance between you and another person. The equal give and take. I feel as though there's a bit of a challenge between you and someone here to get things moving. It could be because external circumstances, be it yours or your partner, are coming in between, right? And that is a bit of a challenge. Let's just say it like that. It's a challenge. And you could feel a bit breadcrumbs at times, but yeah, let's look into that. In the recent past, I do see 5 of Swords and the 9 of Wands, right? I have to say, there was someone here in your environment that brought a lot of conflicts into your life. And yeah. Or a situation, just there was conflict that was affecting you, and you were left in this wounded warrior position where you felt as though you may have had to close the gates or just stand and wait around. I could have been jealousy going on. Someone here could have been not treating you right. Look at you would be the person behind those gates, right? Not that they were cheating, but they was just it was not really working out here. You hurt. All right. In the present situation, I do see someone here coming towards you very, very quickly. Could be a friend, and they want to release you out of that cage that you may have locked the doors, right? Where the hell you have locked your doors and caged yourself in a little bit here. See someone coming towards you and want to move things into calmer waters, right? But be mindful that they are honest. In your environment, yeah, there is someone here that you're waiting for, right? They could have been in and out, or they are themselves going through a bit of a, well, yeah, they could have been in and out of your life, let's just say like that. And then they could have used the excuse of just, the explanation that they had a lot on around their ears, so they couldn't make you a priority. And I feel as though it could have affected your attention here, so it was difficult to place attention in the right place, and that brought conflict into your life, and it's still bringing conflict into your life in that way. You're not really feeling that supported here. You could be in this situation where you feel as though you are the one that's supporting the other person or cheering on them. And are you remembering to get some kind of a cheer as well? It's basically what I'm seeing here. Now, yeah. I really feel as though you are pulling on all of your strength, your inner strength, to make this grow. And the distance that's between the two of you is that you, even though it is a very strong soulmate and it's something that you really want, I don't feel as though the two of you are actually talking to each other about what's the energy between you, what's really this conflict that there is. That you find as though you're giving a little bit here and there, and then you're forgotten. So Yeah. How will things progress here? The conflict will still come, and you're gonna wait. You're gonna take it. You're gonna be wounded, but you're gonna find your inner strength. And when they come and they feel victorious and they want to take things forward with you, you will support. You will go there. You will release out of this cage here. But please be mindful that you're moving into calmer waters by addressing this conflict that's between you. That you pay attention to it, so you don't get lost. All right, so you don't get lost. And this is just gonna be a pattern that's repeating itself. So let's see what is happening if you are dealing with a Aries. If you're dealing with an Aries, you could be married to an Aries. If you're dealing with an Aries, yeah, there's a bit of a conflict with an Aries. There's the King of Swords. You and the Aries. Somewhere out there's a Cancer and an Aries. Bit of a conflict with each other. Things are at stalemate with an Aries, Cancer. And the Aries is choosing to use their head over their heart when it is that they are making decisions, and you are being put on hold. If you're dealing with a Taurus, there's a strong bond between you and a Taurus, but the Taurus is a little bit self-absorbed at the moment, so they are not really paying attention to you. There's something that the Taurus should be healing from, and they are struggling with it. So if you feel as though they're not paying attention to you, it's because they are in a little bit of a self-absorbed energy right now. If you're dealing with a it could be, for some of you, it could be that they are releasing themselves from some kind of a karmic tie in another situation in their life. And if you're dealing with a Gemini, the Gemini is giving you little bits here and there, right? A little bit here and there, and it's a difficult thing to is it okay? The Gemini is bringing on a lot of work. All right, let's just say it like that. The Gemini brings work to the table. They want to give into this, but sometimes the two of you struggle with setting a direction as to how are you supposed to work together. It could be in terms of your finances, or just whatever. Just equal give and take, right? And discussions about what are the mechanisms of equal give and take. If you are dealing with a Cancer, the Cancer is walking away because they're emotionally dissatisfied, but it's difficult. They are trying to manifest new. The Cancer is definitely trying to manifest new. But for some of you, there's a Cancer. The Cancer is trying, all right? They're trying to move into the happy place, but it's difficult. They are triggered easily, especially if one of you are being deceptive, all right? Or there's a deception at play here. If you're dealing with a Leo, the Leo is feeling very, very victorious in their life, and they're pushing you away. They could have blocked you on social media. If you are dealing with a Virgo, the Virgo is not happy. They're heartbroken about this situation, and they're taking what's happening between you and them very, very personally, okay? They're trying to pull back, but it's difficult. And sometimes they may find it difficult to leave you alone sometimes. If you're dealing with a Libra, the Libra is standing in their own worth and taking on a brand new opportunity. Now, for some of you, you could have been in on and off situation with a Libra because there are self-worth issues here. And red flags are not being spotted. Someone here, the Libra, the Libra, there's a challenge. All right. There's a challenging energy between you and a Libra. A lot of it, some kind of a red flags that are being ignored here, and it relates to sense of self-worth. So the two of you could also be hesitant to even go at it with each other again. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, the Scorpio is working on something. All right, this is the Scorpio is working on something. Now they could be trying to close out of a cycle with you. Oh, the Scorpio is being tricky. All right. The Scorpio is being Scorpio. They are they got their attention on some kind of a plan. Because they're not completely done with you. All right. They're not completely done with you. They could be looking, I mean, they could be trying to appear as though they're looking forward, but no, they're not. I feel, and for some of you, there's a Scorpio who wants to go traveling with you and they want to offer you something, all right? So yeah, Scorpio is hooked on you and they know what they're doing. If you're dealing with a Sagittarius, the Sagittarius, that is something between the two of you emotionally. Oh shit. There are some heavy emotions between you and a Sagittarius that needs to be addressed because someone here is not looking at this situation with the most positive eyes, right? So I feel as though the Sagittarius of you, for some of you, is a breakup between you and a Sagittarius. With the Death and the Queen of Swords here. Because there have been projection going on, right? So you and a Saggy, there's a difficult breakup or ending to a particular situation. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, the Capricorn wants to move towards the future. They're a little bit confused about how to do it. And yeah, there's a rejection between you and a Capricorn. A lot of boredom, to be honest, as well, between you and a Capricorn. I mean, Capricorn could be hurting you to the extent, not hurting you. They could be a bit selfish here and rejecting you and leaving you in boredom, or vice versa. No, Capricorn could be leaving you in boredom. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, the Aquarius has some kind of a new opportunity in regards to their work, and it brings them a lot of happiness here. They are looking at you as well in a way where they are trying to figure out if the two of you can work in long term, but they are happy with you. If you're dealing with a Pisces, the Pisces, oh, they are very, very slow moving energy. They have a plan. They know they want to be a husband or a wife. They are not quite there yet, but they're moving slow, all right? They have a method to the madness. And they could be getting advice from some kind of a earth or water sign, very stable in regards to this situation. Right, let's do Gemini. Let's move on to the Gemini. Because yes, justice says that's the right thing to do. Gemini. Oh, thank you, Mika. Whatever. I have to speak a bit quick because this is an experiment to see if I can do these love readings like this. I don't think I can. But we're doing it this one here. But I have to say, I can already feel as though most of these readings, these energies also show up in your weekly readings anyway. So, all right, we're doing a Gemini. We're doing the Gemini. We're doing the Gemini. Messages for the Gemini. Messages for the Gemini. 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 Ooh, pulling a lot on your inner strength to pull back from a situation here. Even though it's a bit difficult. Oh, it's difficult, but you're doing your best, okay? Remember, guys dealing with Geminis, don't be triggered because I don't set these out as cross-watching readings. I do these. This is for the Gemini. The energy between you and someone is trying to pull back and shift attention into yourself. So you know the way that you control your environment is by controlling yourself. There's a fine line between you and the environment, and yeah, autonomy and privacy and all that. Right. There's a bit of a boredom going on here. You could have been expecting to go on some kind of a journey or some kind of a path. It's being a bit, I mean, there's something here that's being prevented a little bit. All right, let's just say it like that. And that's a bit of a hissy fit for some of you, just a little bit. And that is this challenge between wanting to control the environment and then from controlling yourself. But, you know, we can all go in there, right? called disappointment. It's a natural experience in life. In the recent past, we have the Page of Cups and we have Temperance, right? I feel as though this could also be in your environment. There's someone having these little hissy fits sometimes. It's a sweet and innocent energy. Now, that could be someone who's a secret admirer. You have a secret admirer, Gemini. But I really feel as though you are very content in the present moment. I'm looking at the bar scene here, right? The looking cup. You are actually happy, all right? Trying to take care of yourself, even though there may be someone here that's a bit obsessed with you, or just looking at you, having feelings for you, not really expressing them clearly. You're content, all right? You're content. Present energies, yeah. There's something here. There's something like you have this pull, like your soul feels as though it's time to go on to a new journey. But the thing is, there is something here in your environment that you consider to be very heavy. It's a bit of a burden. And it's triggering you, right? So even though you know it's time to go on a new journey, and go on it a bit alone, because we have the Queen of Swords here, you're feeling, sometimes you're just triggered. Okay, let's just say it like that. You are triggered. And you sometimes struggle with looking at things from a positive perspective. And that's why you could sometimes be rejecting and just deciding to focus on your material world right now. Because there's something here that you release. It could be a water sign, doesn't really matter. It's because we have Page of Cups. It's just a very sweet energy now. And it's heavy, all right? And for some, yeah. So what are you aware of, right? You are aware of this necessity of being in the present moment, that timing has to be right. And even though it feels heavy sometimes, especially if there's communication coming towards you very, very quickly, sometimes you know divine timing is right and there's some kind of a healing that needs to be done, because someone here is looking at love through conditioned glasses. They're not seeing clearly, and it could actually be you, right? It could be that you're very much focused on your material world. There's something here you need to take care of, and therefore love is just not the biggest priority right now, and you're trying to pull back. But then there's this secret admirer that wants to come towards you with communication all the time, and it's just not really working out for you, right? Because someone here is stuck in their head, especially if you're trying to protect yourself, and you just leave someone in your head, all right? You do. And you do have emotions, that's the thing. But right now, as I said, there is something here that's triggering you as well, and I feel it's something in your material world. And you are also being triggered. It's something completely different than love here. Well, yeah. And that situation is taking over. So while there's someone here that wants to communicate with you about love, your attention is somewhere else, possibly in regards to your material world. Yeah. And you're not fully healed for some of you. But some of you, what you are looking for right now are a situation that require where you are given a lot of freedom but a lot of fun at the same time. Right? Be mindful that you then get involved with people who are mature enough to deal with these situations, so you don't find yourself with these bit dramatic energies. Okay, because I do see possibly a communication coming towards you regarding love. But it's gonna come quickly, all right? And it's gonna come from this sweet, innocent place. But can I say it might end up in like one of those one-night stands where the other person might have expected more from it, and I don't feel as though I think you wanted this wham bam, right? So be mindful of that. Be mindful of that. Be honest with each other. It's just set your expectations. So let's see if you're dealing with, could be anyone, Argo, could be anyone. I mean, it could be all signs. I mean, I'm a Gemini rising. It could be, you never know. So if you're dealing with a Aries, if you're dealing with an Aries, if you're dealing with an Aries, they are putting, there's a power struggle between you and an Aries. I feel as though the Aries is putting their needs first. All right. They don't know what's waiting out there for them, but yeah. I have to say, the Aries shows up a bit of an energy of them taking, they're putting themselves first, all right? So, yeah. And they could be ghosting you sometimes, yeah. If you're dealing with a Taurus, the Taurus is moving forward very, 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 very victoriously. They're feeling, oh, the Taurus and you are just wish fulfillments, okay? But the Taurus is putting their own egotistic needs first, I have to say. They could be a bit sometimes... They could be like the Aries here, a bit sometimes selfish, okay? If you're dealing with a... so Taurus, if you're dealing with a Gemini, the Gemini gets the fucking Gemini, the lovers, and crossed by the Five of Pentacles. The Gemini is faced with a very significant decision here, even though they feel a strong pull towards someone. How can I say it? Dang it, Geminis. You Geminis are just something for yourself, right? The Gemini here could feel a very strong pull towards you, could be a soulmate connection. But right now, the two of you could possibly struggling with seeing eye to eye. So you are possibly sometimes playing games with each other because both of you are coming from this position of lack, right? That you are lacking. And then using each other as a rebound. I mean, the two Geminis together, you would be mirroring each other like hell. And both of you, I mean, this is just a tower moment. Yeah, the two of you could be each other's worst nightmare and sexual dream fulfillment. If you're dealing with a Cancer, the Cancer has a very sweet. Oh, the Cancer loves you. The Cancer loves you. They want to go on they want to spend more time with you. They want to bring you an invitation to go out. All right. Oh, that's sweet. But you maybe the Cancer is, how can I say, the Cancer really, they're sweet. And you could have known each other for a very long time. And you could be disappointing a Cancer if you, yeah. If you forget how sensitive Cancers are, please don't do that, because this is very sweet. I really get a sweet energy with the Cancer. It's almost, oh. All right, so if you're dealing with a Leo, the Leo is not sleeping that well when it comes to you. They're trying to move on, but their head keeps returning back to you because there's a strong soul tie between the two of you, and there could have been a lot of disappointments between you and a Leo. So they're not doing well. If you're dealing with a Virgo, the Virgo, oh, there could be projection going on between you and a Virgo. The two, you could be playing out karma with a Virgo, meaning that you're projecting wounds onto a Virgo, and the Virgo is projecting their wounds onto you. And this is an opportunity to look at them, deal with them, and make peace with them, and then move into the future, whether or not it be with each other or not. If you are dealing with a Libra, the Libra has some kind of an opportunity in their work. Could be they could have some kind of an offer, right? And they want to go travel. Could be including travel. And right now they are trying to weigh out their options regarding whether or not you would be a good investment in their future, or if you would be someone that would distract them, come in and out of their life. And no, they don't want to be distracted. If you're dealing with a Libra, if you're dealing with a Scorpio, the Scorpio wants to come towards you very, very quickly, have passion for you, but they're not doing it. So that's it. If they want to, but they're not doing it. They're very attracted to you as well, and they're very quick on the trigger when it comes to you. If you're dealing with a Sagittarius feels sad when it comes to you, right? There's a strong tie between you and a Sagittarius. The Sagittarius have some kind of a emotional baggage they are releasing through this. They have been triggered by this connection possibly, or something else in their life. They're trying to release it, okay? It's difficult. It's really, really difficult for the Sagittarius. So be kind to the Sagittarius, okay? If you're dealing with a Capricorn, the Capricorn is guarded, and they're They are the Capricorn is very, very protective, and they are putting up high guards, and they are possibly focused on something kind of a, yeah, they are focused on doing what is right in this situation. And for some reasons, they could be rejecting you completely. So if you're dealing with a Aquarius, the Aquarius is very, very happy. They are smiling, and yeah, they could be you could have an Aquarius secret admirer. You make them so bloody happy. But they are coming off a bit, yeah. Could also be a child included here. If you're dealing with a Pisces, the Pisces, oh, they are so sweet. The Pisces, but dang it, is there some kind of a karmic that needs to be rejected here? The karmic has the Pisces have emotions for you very much, but with the cross by the devil, they are. Please be gentle with the Pisces and don't just use them for sex. Be honest with them, because you could trigger some kind of a wounds within the Pisces that would show. I mean, don't mess with water signs, okay? Don't mess with the water signs. They are more sensitive than you, Gemini, and that's how it is. Be kind, because the Pisces is absolutely devoted to you. Sometimes to the extent that they sometimes forget themselves. So please don't fuck up that. All right, be kind. Let's move on to, that was Cancer, that was Gemini. So we're moving on to Leo. Poor thing. No, Pisces is last when I get there at some point. Let's move on to, it's gonna be a long one, guys. I am sorry. Let's move on to Leo, right? Oh, dang it. 4 signs in. Alright, that's how it is. Well, I'm used to doing long ones. Let's go with the Leo. What's up for the love life in Leo this week? 23rd to the 29th. 23rd to the 29th. Leo. All right, Leo. What are we dealing with here, Leo? All right. So we have 5 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles, right? This can be about supporting it. Well, it's about supporting each other, helping each other, being there for each other in times of trouble, right? And it's crossed by Temperance. No rebounds, right? No rebounds. I should probably do separate channels where I lay out all my opinions on certain things. You are welcome to disagree with me, you know that, guys. But I have a thing about rebounds, because there's always someone that gets hurt. So while it may be a fake relationship for one person, it tends to be a real relationship for another person, and they always get hurt. I mean, don't need to pass on hurt, you know? But you have the Magician. You are in a powerful manifestation mode, right? You are focused on long-term stability. I do also see happy times here for you. I feel as though, you know, to be honest, there's just someone here who feels on the outside. All right, let's move on. Let's just see how this unfolds. There's many stories coming now. 4 Pentacles and the Strength, right? All right, here's what I see. I see as though there was an energy here where someone was pulling back from you. They were not sharing with you. And when that happened, you pull back. And while they were focused, they were coming from a place where they were just, damn it, they were close, all right? And they could also have been a bit lazy, expecting you to do all the work. And that's where you decided, hell fucking no. I'm a Leo. And by you pulling back, now this could have been this person that was doing the rebound with you, I don't know, but or just in general, right? By you pulling back, things actually went to the next stage, and now they are feeling left out. Now they understand really what they lost. That's this thing you're trying to pull, you're pulling tight, closing up yourself because you're afraid of losing yourself. And then when you lose the person you want, you understand what you lost. Nice going. Because the Leo has left the building. So the person here is now sleeping, and now they are also possibly projecting onto you. Leo, I see you being absolutely fine. To be honest, you want the Queen of Wands energy. You having fun, right? You just, maybe you on the countryside here. You are, even if you are feeling on the outside, you're just having fun. You're very attracted. You're glowing from within, and this is also what puts this person in their head, because you are so fucking beautiful and amazing. Okay. And I have to say, I see some of you are engaging in quick flings, okay? Quick flings, and that's just how it is. In that case, please be mindful that you are not, just be mindful, okay? What we have here in your environment, you are aware of, right? You know that someone here is in their head, especially if they keep continuing with communication, you're trying to get in contact with you. They're just not leaving you alone, to be honest. And you know this. They are keep coming at you. Some of you are going with the no contact. And are you doing it from a, right. So some of you don't doing no contact, and it's driving this person insane, because they probably never expected that you would actually let go of them. And how is it making you feel? I honestly feel as though you're doing this no contact from an honest place where you don't want anything to do with this person. You don't, because you don't trust them. And you don't trust that they are not only coming here because they want some kind of a quick fix, right? So you are pulling back. And for some reason, I keep getting rebound. Right. Maybe it's just an energy that's very significant to the situation you're dealing with. Because I have to say, Leo, you show up as authentic to me. Meaning that you're pulling back because you don't want this. And you're not lying. You're not playing tricks. You don't want it. It's like, when the Leo lets go, the Leo lets fucking go. Okay? That's just sad, right? And because you are now letting go, this person, for some reason or another, they don't want to let you go because now they feel outside and now they're angry with you. Weird energy. I don't think you care. To be honest, I don't think you care. So this is your week in love. Show me more about this magician. Whatever it is that you're doing, Leo, you're putting someone in their head and they are fucking projecting. But they are healing through you, okay? You're manifesting their healing by the actions that you're doing. Whether you know it or not. It's just by pulling back and you're saying, hell no, I will not deal with that. So let's see the signs that you're dealing with, and then we're going on to, that was Leo, then we're moving on to, who's after Leo? All right, let's just get, what's up for Leo? If you're dealing with an Aries, if you're dealing with an Aries, what can you expect here? What's going on between you? The Aries, their emotions for you are growing. And they're feeling put up by you. Things are stagnant between you and an Aries, but they're growing. You're growing on the Aries, right? Have I ever seen an Aries and a Leo together? I don't think. All right. If you're dealing with a Taurus, the Taurus, right. The Taurus is working on letting you go. Stubbornly, they are trying to let you go, but yeah. I also feel that some of you could be dealing with a Taurus that's trying to trigger emotional wounds within you, and in that case, it's not working. If you're dealing with a Gemini, the Gemini is carefree right now. They want a brand new start. They are happy. They're trying. I feel as though the Gemini could have let you go, and that they are looking towards the future with bright eyes. And sometimes they may look back over their shoulder, but it's from a very carefree perspective, okay? If you're dealing with a... no strings attached there. If you're dealing with a Cancer. Ooh, the Cancer sees you and the Cancer wants you, but I don't think that you have a nice perspective on the Cancer. All right. There could be multiple. There could be a friend with the Cancer who's bad mouthing you and intervening, and you don't do that. If you're dealing with Leo. Oh, the Leo has a partner. Oh, right. So there's a partnership between you and the Leo, right? But the thing is, I feel as though even though you are each other's happiness, someone here is keeping their options open. It could be that they're just keeping their options open. All right. It could be a new relationship. You are starting to get to know each other. But please be, if you're dealing with a Leo, please be honest with each other that you are in it because you're seeking a relationship or you're seeking no strings attached. If you're dealing with that was Leo. If you're dealing with a Virgo, there's projection going on between you and a Virgo. And there's communication that's not coming in. I feel as though the Virgo is waiting for you to communicate and they can just keep waiting. If you're dealing with a Libra, the Libra, why the hell does this keep coming off for Libra? This is the second, it's like the third or fourth time, or third time at least for Libra. Libra has some kind of a new opportunity that they are focusing on and they are not communicating with you and they do not want to get derailed by this situation at all, because there's a potential here that money can be lost or Libra can lose out on an opportunity if they are continuously focused on this, and they don't want to, so they are trying to balance out their heart and their mind so they can keep focus. If you're dealing with as a Libra, if you're dealing with a Scorpio, the Scorpio has Justice and the Five of Cups. Now the Scorpio is there's a loss between you and a Scorpio. Karma is being played out. The Scorpio is trying to stand in their truth and letting this go. It's a bit difficult because there's a strong soul tie between you and a Scorpio. But it's an opportunity to do the right thing and cut the tie here. If you're dealing with a Sagittarius, the Sagittarius also has some kind of a new opportunity for long-term stability. They are in their head about it though. They may all want to offer you something, but they don't quite know how to do it, right? Attention here is a problem between the two of you because communication could be a problem here, and anxiety about the future. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, the Capricorn is happy in their home. The Capricorn and you could be moving towards a marriage, right? Or there could be a Capricorn there's just a lot of great energies between you and a Capricorn, okay? But they are happy, they're smiling, and the two of you could be fighting about how to make things work in your home, all right? You could be married to one, or marriage could be coming. So if you're dealing with an Aquarius has the Queen of Wands and the Ten of, right? So it could be a pregnant Aquarius, or Aquarius that's extremely sexy, glowing. They're not really taking action. There's some kind of a heavy burden that they are releasing. For some of you also there could be an Aquarius coming your way. If you're dealing with, when they release this burden here and they're starting to glow again, then the two of you will be attracting each other. If you're dealing with a Pisces, the Pisces is in love with you and want to marry you. So that was Leo, right? So we are who's after Leo? Who comes after Leo? Aries men. I have never dealt with one. Never dealt with one. So we have Libra. Oh, dang it. I need some soda here. Yeah, this will be a first time and a last time I'm doing these readings. These are heavy. Oh. Yeah, do I even need those? Yes. Ah. I have two sets of glasses. One that's a normal set because I'm practically blind. I can't see. But when I'm wearing contact lenses, I need to use these when I'm at a screen. I'm so fucking blind. Virgo, yeah, we are going to do some shuffling. I'm just going to recharge here for Virgo. Yes, I got that message. Virgo, yes, I got that. Ooh, sorry about the lightning. I don't know what's going on with the light today. But how is the microphone? Is it okay or should I put it louder? Or higher? Frequency, whatever. What do we have for Virgo? Because it comes in different levels. My red light, Michael. What do we have for Virgo? Messages for the Virgo in love. Messages for Virgo. It's good. That's good. Loud and clear. I know. It was a great investment. I'm working on a presentation on my day off that nobody asked me to do. And the Capricorn is so proud to hear that. Trying to impress my manager so I can get next promotion. Yeah, and just do it for yourself as well, right? Just do it for yourself as well. It's a good way to practice your skills. I mean, sometimes you won't, yeah, but you know, one of those it's a great way of manifesting promotion. Just be mindful it won't happen like, takes time. And that's perfect. I'm glad to hear that, Gabby. Nice to hear. Nice to hear. All right, let's move on here to the Libra. No, we are on Virgo, right? We're on Virgo. Did I just do Virgo? Good luck, Abby. Can someone please tell me who I'm on? I did Leo, so I didn't do Virgo. Okay, we are on Virgo. One more for Virgo. Virgo. All right, messages for the Virgo. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that help. So, the Virgo has... Why is that upside down? Okay. Oh, no. Virgo. Right. Oh, okay. Oh. Okay. Oh, buckle up, guys. Of course. Oh. Ooh. All right, Virgos. Underneath the deck, we have the Lovers. This is probably the beautiful lover card. This is beautiful. Oh, come on, fucking focus. Well, if it's one where to focus, it's a beautiful Lovers card for on this deck. And not only on that, we have King and Queen of Pentacles and King and Queen of Cups here, right? So, Scheisse. Right, where are you at? You are in the King of Pentacles. You are making executive decisions. I want to say you are man, woman, doesn't really matter. You are in this energy where you are... don't mess with the Virgo, okay? Meaning that you know what you want. You also are very capable of understanding the difference between material love and authentic love. And also of, not being always carried away by a fairy tale. You want stability, but you also want something that's authentic. What we have here is the Star in reverse. Now, there is something here surrounding the situation because there is, I feel as though you could have been involved with a person here where there was a lot of love and it was very fluid, but it was not particularly stable, right? So there was a lot of drama. The two of you could have felt as though the two of you were... your paths crossed for a reason. You were meant to be But as time has gone by, you're starting to realize maybe this was just to prepare me for what the hell is coming my way. Because what's causing is the King of Cups, and that to me is drama. Emotional, drama. Now, for others of you, there is also a situation here in your life that has entered, and you're not really speaking up. You could actually have met someone here where you have a lot of emotions for. Because here we have then the Queen of Cups, right? The perfect couple. I mean, she's so beautiful, she's so sweet. She could be Cancer, Gemini, doesn't really matter. She's just very, very sweet, and she's not weak. She is so smart, so intelligent. I mean, people always underestimate the Queen of Cups, but she is sharp, she's intelligent, she likes to talk a lot, she's giggle, she's funny. And together with the King of Pentacles, those two are amazing. And yeah, I feel as though you have a soulmate here. And you know it. It's like your inner child when you are in the company of this person. You're smiling again. Okay? Now this could be a friend, right? It could be a friend, and you're not fully disclosing your honest feelings towards this person here. You just know them. You could have known them for quite some time. But they make you smile from the bottom of your heart. Not like this drama. Now, this person could be in prison. No. But one of you could be in another commitment. Right? And that brings challenges to this table here. That's a very significant decision that needs to be addressed here. Let's see here. What do we have in that you are aware of? You know you have emotions for someone, and you also know that they have emotions for you. But the two of you, it's like a bloody Romeo and Juliet. You know that right now you have to say no to each other. You are aware of that. But you have a lot of emotions. It's not even a joke. You feel at home with this person. It's like your entire world is crashing down right now. Because it's like the two of you can't. Right now, the timing is not right. This is like fucking Romeo and Juliet. Alright, let's see here. What's gonna happen here? Alright, we need to clarify. Show me this tower here. Knight of Swords. There's something here that's gonna crash down immediately, very, 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 very soon. Okay, because then we have the fucking Empress. And a Hive. Something here is gonna crash down soon. I feel as though you might be rejected here to begin with. Especially if you come at this person without having completely thought it out. Why is this Eight of Swords here? Someone here is in their head about how they are supposed to leave behind the situation. Now, it could even be you that's trying to leave behind. Especially if their emotions are growing for you. And then the fucking Queen of Cups again. They have so much love for you, but it's just a situation between the two of you are just not sustainable. So it's being put on hold. It's being rejected. Especially if one of you are married and you don't. I mean, yeah. You don't want to hurt this other person that is included here. So what you should be addressing here is that be mindful of how you come towards this person, who is by the way also an Empress. Even though he or she is your wish fulfillment, I feel as though you might get rejected here because there's something coming in between you right now, and that would be a marriage here. It's a fucking Romeo and Juliet story. Okay, and it's gonna leave you in a way where you don't know what to do, but I feel as though you're still gonna take charge. So let's pull all the signs. This is Romeo and Juliet. Let's just Romeo and Juliet. And I feel as though you know this person. Now this could be one of those situations where you meet someone after how many years, and then oh god, One of those situations you met at the wrong time. And now someone got married and it's like, what? But I want to be with you. It's like, man, but we ended it. What am I supposed to do? But it's very sweet. It's honest love, to be honest. You feel so much at home, emotionally, and also materially. You feel happy, all right? So I don't see you, and it's just, yeah. You feel at home. There was something here that needed to be released first. So if you're dealing with all the signs here, and this is just a week, and the advice here is to let the tower fall. There's something here that needs to fall. It's going to feel heavy. And it could be starting off with a bit of rejection here. Let it fall. If you're dealing with an Aries. An Aries is feeling extremely victorious with you. They want, you see, the Aries is in love with you. They're moving towards their happiness with you. Yeah. The Aries want to release you from your cage. If you're dealing with a Taurus, the Taurus, oh, this is heavy for the Taurus, and especially because the Taurus is someone who works with a plan in a particular way. They want things to be in a particular way, and yeah, they could be the one. You could be married to a Taurus, to be honest, and they could be pregnant, and yeah. Empress keeps showing up as well, so yes, there could be a pregnant Taurus in this situation, and they want things to move in their way. Okay, if you're dealing with a because you know Tauruses are all about security. That's earth signs for you. If you're dealing with a what's that? If you're dealing with a Gemini, the Gemini here has put this to end, and they are focusing on their work and building new skills. And yeah, the Gemini, this is done. They're closing out a cycle here, and they're not even paying attention to it. If you're dealing with a dang it, I lost it. I forgot it. What was that? Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer. If you're dealing with a Cancer, there could be a marriage, marriage with a Cancer here. There could be a married Cancer in this situation, but the thoughts keep returning to you. All right, it's difficult for them. Their minds keep returning to you, even if they are in another situation. If you are dealing with a Leo, the Leo wants to offer you some kind of a new beginning here, and Empress, which could, yeah, the Leo wants to offer you some kind of a new beginning here. Absolutely, they are in love with you. It could be marriage. It could be, yeah, children, whatever. They want to give you the entire thing. If you're dealing with a Virgo, the Virgo sees you as their wish fulfillment, and they want to fight for you, but at the same time, yeah, it's just difficult. Okay, it's just difficult. Now, for others of you, there could be a Virgo out there. There's a bit of a fuckboy, and they just want no strings attached, and they're pushing you away. If you're dealing with a Libra, the Libra, this is on hold with a Libra. Especially if someone here have had a history of being in and out. This is not really moving forward. The Libra is not, no, this is a no for the Libra, and the Libra says no. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, the Scorpio could be married, and there could be children included in this situation. And yeah, so the Scorpio could be married with children, and this is would be a no strings attached relationship. If you're dealing with a Sagittarius, the Sagittarius could also be married. It could be the Emperor. So yeah, if not, they want to absolutely offer you marriage. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, the Capricorn could also be married. And they want to have, but they are very passionate. They have a lot of strong, they are very attracted to you and want to have fun with you, and they want to, yeah, have a bit of a fling here, but I don't see them being in this energy of being fully committed. If you're dealing with, and they would never leave their person. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, the Aquarius, oh, here we have the Lovers. And we have the Moon. So there's a lot of projection going on between you and Aquarius. You could be spying on each other. Could have been a lot of headaches going on between you and a Aquarius here. Focus could have been derailed, but they feel a very, 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 very strong pull towards you. And sometimes they don't even understand why. And that's because the two of you share a very, very strong connection. Very strong connection, but one that requires a lot of work. If you're dealing with a Pisces, the Pisces wants to come target you, and they're not honest. All right. They're emotionally unavailable, but they may come off as they are, but they don't show up as it. So that was the Virgo. Who's after Virgo? Terrific, yeah. Dang it, I need to do some exercise as well. I haven't done anything in a while. Then we have Libra. Libra. Libra, Libra, Libra. Messages for the Libra. Messages for the Libra. In love. Messages for the Libra. Oh, Libra. Messages for Libra. Messages for the Libra. Two of Swords, great. Crossed by 10 of Pentacles. All right, Libra, you are taking charge. You're moving forward. Okay. Libra, there's an indecisive energy going on between you and someone. I just quickly got this secret affair. I hope that's not, but let's not go there. Oh, yes. In the recent past here, we have 7 of Cups and the Page of Cups. I feel as though someone here could have sold you a bit of a fantasy. Yeah. Because stability here is a bit of a challenge between you and in your love life here. It's like there's a commitment here, a family dynamic at play, but it puts you into this situation where you're struggling with making a decision, all right? It's like you have 2 paths to choose between and you don't know what to do. You don't know what to do. And you feel as though you have to live up to some kind of a image as well sometimes of things being perfect on the outside. This is this fantasy here I get with the 7. It's not honest, to be honest. Yeah, it's not honest. It's not authentic. It's like being at a masquerade. All right. I feel as though you may have a strong pull somewhere else. And then we have the Page of Cups. It's like falling in love with a fantasy. I have to say it like that. It's like falling in love with a fantasy. Present energies here. We have 4 of Pentacles and the 7 of Wands. A lot of 7s. So this is about having to make a decision that requires a lot of confidence and a lot of courage in moving forward. Okay, because you are hit on your sense of stability. And whether or not you want to put your fear of feeling insecure or feeling as though maybe you have a house or something you're afraid of. If you move forward, then possibly what are you going to do with the house? How are you going to deal with the finances? Like you're faced with this significant decision which requires a lot of confidence, but it's targeting your sense of security. All right. So it has to do with change. So it's the root chakra that are being targeted here. In the present situation, I do see here this, you're also dealing with someone in your environment that is also closed off. Could be dominating with money, possibly will give you something so you can actually progress forward here, right? And that could also be that could trigger you into this fighting mode as well, but you are still loyally waiting at this train station for this person, even though they are like closed off. And they could also be, I mean, something about money here as well, right? It's like there's a decision you have to make and you don't know what to do. And that brings a lot of conflict in. What you are aware of is now you could know that there's someone here that may have a crush on you and they are keeping silent about it. Could be an ex, or could be someone. It's just, there's something here you know, but you're not speaking about. You're keeping it to yourself. There's something, it's a secret, okay? There's a secret. And you are actually, I feel as though you are keeping your options open without telling anyone. And by options open, is just, there's something you are trying, you're possibly planning to do it. It could be like a secret escape. But you are still afraid. And sometimes you just give up. It's like you're trying to get out of something here. And you're not talking about it. Especially you want to keep up with appearances. You don't want to make anyone suspicious about what it is that's going on here with you. So what can you expect? Well, all right. So if you feel blocked in any way, try and with the moon here. I also really feel as though someone here is selling you a fantasy, and it's difficult for you to escape it. Look into your intuition, and also know that you will not have all the answers. You will never have all the answers. So if you feel afraid of leaving and you are trying to look for answers outside yourself, know that you will never have all the answers about the future. You know it brings conflict within you, and then you could be triggered into this energy of forgiving someone, especially if they are hurting you or they are using you, because you're just afraid. All right? And you're afraid of the unknown. Look into the root chakra if this resonates with you. Understand that none of us have all the answers. None of us. There will always be something, always be mystery in life, and that is what's being alive, being a human is about. There will always be mystery. It's just about you feeling safe with not knowing all the answers. All right, so if you're all the signs you're dealing with, you got it? Good. All right, so what if you're dealing one more? All the signs, Aries to Pisces or Libra. And after that, it's Scorpio. All the signs, Aries to Pisces. If you're dealing with an Aries, the Aries has a plan for everything. I mean, they are... I don't trust the Aries here. Especially not in this case here. So remember, crosswatcher, don't be triggered. I feel as though the Aries is working with a plan and they're putting their plan first. And they are dictating when to make things go to the next stage, like meeting the parents, going out with friends. They're very controlling. They could also be coming up with excuses regarding do you use work or something that's coming between you and the Aries, and it's the Aries, they know what they're doing. They're working with a method. If you're dealing with, and that's their happiness here, right? If you're dealing with a Taurus, the Taurus have they feel tied to you. I don't feel as though they are bringing communication though. They want to, but it's I mean, there's a very, very strong bond between you and a Taurus. I mean, sex could be very intense between the two of you. But I mean, it's one of those situations, it could start quickly, then it could end, and you could be at each other's throat. But there's a strong pull, and they could also be feeling guilty about something here that happened between you. If you're dealing with a Gemini, the Gemini, Gemini could be married here, and they are walking away, and I'm not quite sure that they're even telling you anything. If it's not because the Gemini is married, then it's because they are not committal, and there are abandonment issues between you and a Gemini. If you're dealing with a Cancer, the Cancer, they see you, they want you, and they want things to move forward, but sometimes they get a bit lazy and they want you to do things for them, but they do enjoy having fun, right? And then they throw in this energy of things being up in the air, so things are, you don't always feel as though you know where you stand with a Cancer. So if you're dealing with a Leo, the Leo and you share a soulmate tie. You could also have children together. They see you as a wish fulfillment, to be honest, and they want to give in and bring balance to this situation, but it would require that you walked away from something. If you're dealing with a Virgo, there's a lot of tension between you and a Virgo. There could be no strings attached with a Virgo, but a lot of tension, a lot of arguing regarding whether to stay single or whether to be in a committed relationship. And someone is being taken for granted. Someone here is also targeting someone's low self-worth. That creates tension, right? So if you're dealing with a Scorpio, no, a Libra, if you're dealing with a Libra, this is how many times does this show up for Libra? So Libra has some kind of a new opportunity that they are very, very curious about. There's an opportunity, they don't want to miss out on it. It could be that they are working on themselves, and I don't feel as though they are emotionally available at this present moment. They are looking back over their shoulder, considering what should I keep and what should I get rid of, because I want to start fresh. If you're dealing with so they're weighing out their options. Okay, if you're dealing with a Scorpio, the Scorpio sees absolute happiness with you, all right? But sometimes they are a bit, they could be harsh with their words, or there could be someone included in the situation that's harsh with their words. But I feel as though the Scorpio actually wants to take you travel. It could be someone from your childhood. I really got that savior energy, right? If you're dealing with a Sagittarius, the Sagittarius, they're shining from within. They're very, very sexy, and their heart is broken. There could be another person included here with the Sagittarius, right? Could be a Sagittarius third party. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, the Capricorn, bro, there's a lot of conflict here between you and a Capricorn. A lot of empty victories. Capricorn is the fucking devil when it comes to the Libra. Libra, I'm so sorry on behalf of all Capricorns. They are a fucking asshole here. Sorry. They bring a lot of conflict. They ghost. They derail your mind. They are an absolute asshole. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, lots of love for you, but they're rejecting love. Okay, they're not really rejecting it. This could be because if it's a work affair, they don't want to mix business with pleasure. So if you're dealing with a Pisces, dedicated Pisces also got this before. Pisces is absolutely dedicated. They're sweet, they're kind, they're nice, and they're up in their head about what the hell went down between the two of you. And for others of you, could previously have been in emotionally unavailable Pisces that pushed you away, and there was a lot of cleaning. But for those of you dealing with a Pisces that are new, they are They are in their head about you. They care about you. They really, really care about you. But they don't know what to do. If you're dealing with a... Oh, that's good. Thank you, Mika. All right, so we are going on to Scorpio. I am just going to get myself a bit drink here because this is the first and the last I'm doing all of these. It's too much, but I tried. We're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, for fuck's sake. I really like the new mic. I especially like this. I really like that it's red. Where's my sign? Let me show you the sign. Because I got this in Amsterdam, you know? I got this in Amsterdam years ago, and I definitely feel that's going because the microphone is red. It's red, all right? It's red. This is going together. This is so going together. I mean, come on. I finally call it fate, call it destiny. I have a purpose for this one now. It marks the beginning of the session. And now it's just the light. I have to figure out what the hell is wrong with the night. Am I in Amsterdam? No. Amsterdam is a great place. I like it there. All right, let's get to it. We're coming up for Scorpio. Let me do the shuffling. I know, it's awesome. I love it. Bought it years ago. It's like, what am I gonna... I was trying, where should I place it? It's like, no, I can't place it there. I can't place it there. Now I know where I'm placing it. Oh, don't worry. I had a conversation about that. Oh, it's out. All right, let's go on to the Scorpio now. The Empress has showed up with the sun, so someone is getting pregnant. I like the swans in red light district. I like red light district. I remember when I was there, I was always looking for the purples because the purples are transvestites, I think it is, right? And when I remember, because that is how not childish, but how I am. When I found one, I was like waving, like, "Hey, I found you!" And the person inside, she was, they were like, "Hi." It's like for the good, like they laughed at me in a sweet way, right? Because I came off as a child who just have been looking for something, because I spent days looking. I heard about it. I thought it was a myth. But when I finally found a purple light, I waved like, yay! And they laughed at me and waved at me. That's so sweet thing to do. All right, let's get on to Scorpio. Messages for the Scorpio. And then we have the Emperor, so that's great. Messages for Scorpio in love. Tune it. Scorpio. Messages for Scorpio. Messages for Scorpio. One more. Messages for Scorpio. Messages for Scorpio. Yeah, we can go into that discussion. The thing about the red light district is that it actually provides the women and the men with a room, right? It's a better thing than having it being illegal and they are no control. Because that's when you get shit. I mean, how do you think the mafia in America was born? Well, it was born out of the alcohol ban, all right? So you can think of that. Whenever you forbid something that people are going to do anyway, you get a mafia. So sometimes the solution is to make it legal. So we go on to Scorpio. What do we have for Scorpio? Don't worry. Messages for the Scorpio. Scorpio. Page of Swords crossed by the Queen of Swords. Wonderful. You think of it, when you make it legal, you have transparency. Transparency is the... Personally, I think transparency is the solution to everything. Except computers, because that just gets complicated. But anyway. I mean, have you seen those hard disks? It's transparent, and you look at it, it's like, how... All right. Scorpio. All right, so we have the third court card here. Great. And the fifth court card. Sixth court card. Right, so we have justice and the 8 talk type 4, 5, 6, 7, seventh court cards. Right. Yeah, I know I do, Gary. Sorry. So we have here justice for you. Okay, that's you. You are in this energy where you have to make a very significant decision in your life, Scorpio, about balancing out the scales. The thing, when we talk about karma cards in tarot, there are a few karma cards, and the justice is a karma card because it is a karma card in the sense that things will be balanced out, and now you have the choice to make it by yourself. It's the card of free will, meaning that you have free will to to make decisions that are authentic to your truth, and also respect the free will of other people as well, right? That's basically justice. That's where you are. The concept of free will. It's crossing the situation. We have the Page of Swords crossed by the Queen of Swords. Right. I feel as though there are a bit of spying going on here, or there's also something here that's not being said out openly. It's like the voice is being silenced. Now, here's the thing. What happens when you silence your voice? All right, let's not go into all the philosophical debate here, but the voice is important. Not just you don't, even if you don't have a voice, you can write or make art, whatever. It's just the communication. That of having a voice is like marking your place in you're marking your existence in the world, right? So if you stay silent, if you silence yourself, you diminish yourself, right? So that's, you can always recognize when there are environments of control, when there's silence, when you don't feel safe enough to speak your truth. Yeah, right? And that brings about this orphaned energy as well. And the thing is, if you never learn to speak your truth, never, it will always come off harsh. So this is why sometimes we have to sometimes be kind to people when people who are starting to speak their truth later in life, or maybe they were silenced in their childhood, maybe they were silenced in their youth, and maybe they were silenced all the way up until they were 80 years old. Doesn't really matter. But when they then first start to speak their truth, it may come off a bit, whoopty, but at least they are doing it. Right? We have to be mindful of that, because it's like walking, right? When you first start walking, no baby or someone who has never walked before walks up and then walks down the fucking catwalk. No, they fucking tumble down. So be kind to yourself and speak up, and then focus. There we go. Right. So in the recent past, we have King of Wands and we have Knight of Pentacles. We have here someone in your environment that's very sexy. They know what they want. They can be a bit lazy sometimes. Put the career first and expect you to come and cater to them. They can be like that sometimes, Scorpio. I mean, look at him. It's basically my brother. But it's not. Remember, these are not cross-watchers, right? But it's just someone that's very sexy. They know what they want. They also know when they look at you, they find you attractive. They just know what they want, okay? But they can also be very dominating, and the King of Wands can scare people because the King of Wands is blunt. He's not afraid of voicing up his opinion. And you show up as the Knight of Pentacles, right? So you are two different suits here. these two energies can like boil up when they are in the company of each other. And I see you starting to liberate yourself and starting fresh. And you are also actually healing a bit of a childhood wound of that being silenced. I'm speaking your truth. I'm not talking about speaking in general. I'm talking about speaking your truth. So in the recent past here, there was a disappointment. And then there was something amazing also, right? Especially if you are starting to speak up. The thing is, if you then start to speak up, you will piss off some people. That's just, if they're used to you being silenced and you start speaking up, you will piss off, all right? That's just how it is, you know? Not your... I mean, surround yourself with quality people, all right? They can deal with it. Present situation, I see 4 Pentacles and the 5 of Wands. There is tension going on within you because there is something here where you have emotion. You have emotions for something. But that thing or person that you have emotions for, they are not really... They are pulling back. They are far more focused on the material world. They're not... I mean, they are in this little bit of a lazy energy where they put their career before you sometimes, okay? And that creates tensions within you. You feel disappointed. Maybe they promised you something, then they cancel it because what? They have to go on a business trip, or what, they have to do something, or like that. Whatever it is, they just disappoint you, okay? And it creates tension, possibly even jealousy. Especially if you have been cheated on in the past here, and there's not a clear communication between the two of you, and you start associate something that happened here. I mean, you may be speaking your truth. Oh my gosh. If this will resonate, check out the Aquarius reading that comes out on Thursday, okay? Because they go over it there. But, you know, you may not be talking from the same position, right? So you... Communication issues, okay? Communication issues between the two of you. Because someone here is speaking their truth, but they are projecting their own truth onto the other person without questioning whether or not they are seeing things clearly. Right? But that could be also because they might have kept silent previously, right? So let's say that you were cheated on previously, or you were treated like shit, and now you are with someone who's actually honest, but they are putting their career first. They are being a bit, you know, selfish, and you associate as though they are cheating, and then you stop. You try to tell them that you are hurt, and then you finally stand in your truth, but it comes out from a conditioned place, so it creates a lot of miscommunication. So there is a disappointment here in your life. You're trying to pull back from it, but because you are so attracted to it, it creates a lot of tension, and your emotions are out of balance. That's the conclusion. If you want to work on this, Scorpio, and if you're serious about it, it's time to work on emotional literacy with King of Cups and the strength here. It's about turning the attention inwards and focusing on controlling yourself rather than trying to control your environment. If you are triggered, and understand when you are triggered. When are you speaking from a wounded place, and when, even if it is your truth, just, you know, this kind of work takes time, right? And sometimes we are not able to do it alone, and it's okay to ask for advice. Because, I mean, you could even be dealing with someone that's also wounded, and then you trigger each other. So, what do we have here if you're dealing with all the signs? If you are dealing with an Aries. Trust issues with an Aries. Crossed by the two of wands. So you and an Aries, you are very, very sexually attracted to each other, but there are a lot of red flags between you and an Aries, and you are not... I don't feel as though you are speaking... I feel as though there's a silence between you and an Aries. But both of you have possibly a foot, or one of you have a foot in the past here. And that makes it difficult to move forward. So you could have been conditioned by an Aries. If you're dealing with a Taurus, the Taurus, you're starting to grow on the Taurus, and they don't know how to move forward with you, but they are right now assessing their opportunities with you, and they have emotions for you that grow stronger and stronger. If you are dealing with a Gemini, the Gemini is a magician with the Ace of Pentacles. I feel as though the Gemini is focusing on they're trying to manifest something into their life in terms of long-term stability. It could be a work opportunity they're trying to manifest. Could also be, yeah, this. They need a lot of it's difficult to catch the attention of a Gemini. Let's just say it like that. Yeah, it's very difficult. Communication problems. If you're dealing with a Cancer, the Cancer and you are keeping silent with each other, and it seems as though it's all part of a plan. But the two of you, there's something here. How can I say it? I feel as though one of you are keeping silent to keep the peace here. You don't wanna mess up all the waters. You don't want things to go out of plan. If you're dealing with a Cancer, if you're dealing with a Leo, the Leo is not sleeping well when it comes to you. They are waiting for your communication to come in, and I feel as though they are waiting in a power struggle with you. If you're dealing, but they also at the same time they are like this energy of considering whether there are other options out there. Still waiting for you though. If you're dealing with a Virgo, the Virgo here wants to bring a communication about going on some kind of an adventure together, to have fun together. They could take a bit of a while here. I mean, they still need a lot of freedom, the Virgo here. So please be mindful that just be mindful with the Virgo that the two of you are on the same page, but they want to go out with you and have fun. And if you have been disappointed by a Virgo, for those of you, if you are disappointed in love, there could be a new Virgo coming your way. If you are dealing with a Libra, the Libra has again some kind of a new opportunity, and they want to grab it, and they are protecting it. And for some of you, there's a new Libra coming into your life, but please be mindful that both of you or the Libra will be guarded. If you're dealing with a Sagittarius, the Sagittarius has a strong pull towards you. It's one of those connections, but there's a lot of conflict between you and a Sagittarius. I feel as though you're getting calmer. One of you are getting calmer with the Sagittarius, meaning that I feel as though you could have left behind a Sagittarius, and now you're deciding to leave that in the past, and you're getting calmer by that. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, the Capricorn has a headache, and they know what they want to do. They are very clear. They may not be communicating with you that clearly, but they are very clear about what it is that they want, and you could feel as though you're being pushed away by a Capricorn. Capricorn could be very work focused here, and it's a bit, I feel as though you get annoyed by the Capricorn sometimes. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, the Aquarius wants to give to you here and there a little bit. You may get a phone call from an Aquarius telling you that. What are they gonna say? Yeah, they are expecting a phone call. All right, there's something between you and Aquarius here. The two of you could have a crush on each other, very strong connection. And right now the Aquarius is looking at the options that they have. They are like weighing you out, but it comes off as though they are also waiting for you to bring communication. I don't feel they are looking at this situation from a realistic perspective, to be honest. So the Aquarius could be a bit of a headache for you. If you're dealing with a Pisces, the Pisces has a lot of love for you. They are probably not disclosing it, and they feel at home with you. There's a strong, King of Cups with the four wands could be married to one as well. All right. I mean, Pisces keeps showing up in these as a Queen of Cups or the King of Cups. They have emotions for you. They may not be uttering it. They care for you. They want to bring you to the next stage in your life. They want to bring healing. All right. So with that being said, let's move on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius. All right, what are you guys on Christiania? Do any of you guys know Christiania? Oh, Christiania, let not get started there. Things have gone political. But I can tell you what happened when they started to, back in 2003, I think, when they cleared out Christiania. All of that trade, which was normally located at one particular point and governed by the local guys who lived there, that trade started showing up in children's sandboxes, okay? A lot of children got sick and animals got sick because of it. Because now it had to appear in the hidden. Rather than being out in the open over there where it was just collected and they could do whatever the fuck they wanted. Now we had children being dropped in kindergarten, going out to play with sand and getting sent directly straight to emergency room. So we can discuss that. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the compliment there, Mikay Sommerfield. Let's see. What do we have for the Sachi? Let's moving on to the Sachi. Sachi, messages in love for Sachi this week. Messages in love for Sachi this week. Loving messages for the Sagittarians. Sagittarians. Loving messages for the Sagittarians. Loving messages for the Sagittarians. Good. One more and we are on with the Sagittarius. One more for Sagittarius. One more for Sagittarius. Whooped it. All right, show me messages for the Sagittarius. Messages for Sachi in love this week. Messages for Sachi in love this week. And then I have to get a candle. There's only a single candle here. Sachi. King of Wands. All right. Saggy, you are closing out a cycle in your life here. The world. But you also in this energy of carrying the entire world on your shoulders right now. You could have a lot of responsibilities, to be honest. But I really get this energy of though you have grown. Yeah, I get as though you have grown. But you know, as every time when we mature, we reach the next stage. It also comes with a bit of like release, but also understanding that you don't feel as though you are the person you once knew. Things have changed. You feel as though you have changed. That's a natural process. All right, and then we have a Knight of Wands and Devil and Ten of Swords. So I also feel as though you kind of bored. You want to go out. Because there's a bit of a tired energy here. Then we have the King of Wands. Well, he looks kind of tired if it's even, if it's even focusing. And it's crossed by the Ace of Pentacles. I feel as though... I'll have to clarify that. It is about this... energy of having fun. Of smiling. But what's crossing you is this sense of stability. Now, what is... All right, I feel as though I have to clarify with you. Let's just move on here. In the recent past, we have Eight of Pentacles and the Fool. Now, for some of you, there could have been... a bit of a Casanova coming into your life. Someone that carried you on their shoulders, right? They carried you on their shoulders. Things felt amazing. It felt as though this was what you wanted, but I feel as though you could have been dealing with someone that also sometimes looked at you, and sometimes you may have gotten this feeling of maybe they were judging you as though they could do better. Or, maybe you would, in that energy, you were like, is this really it. All right. But what we have underneath here is that also we have the Fool. And it could be one of those situations where it started very, very, very quickly. It was a fresh, new energy. And I'm really getting Casanova here for some of you. Something progressing very quickly. Present energies, we have the Queen of Pentacles with the Nine of Cups. I also feel as though you are dealing with someone here that's very, it could be an earth sign, but it's someone that works with a plan. They are very skilled. They want to move into this marriage potential with you. Maybe they want to marry you or you want to marry them. It's like I really get this dry energy where it started fun. Both of you put in a lot of work, but it happened very, very quickly. And now things have turned. It's like you feel as though you're carrying the entire thing on your shoulders right now. They're not working with you. And they are getting their wish fulfillment with you. I mean, you are quite aware that this Fool energy that you're dealing with, right? And that you have responsibilities with them, and you know that when you try to manifest new things into your life, you always keep trying. You're trying to bring this this person here into your way of manifestation, right? You include them in your manifestations because you consider yourself as bound to them in a in a very stable way, like married way. You consider yourself to basically be married with them, even though they are some kind of a red flag here, meaning that there could be an age difference. There's just a bit immature here. They could, it's just sometimes they lash out and they bring a lot of heavy energy into your life, right? They are your wish fulfillment. You try to carry a lot of this on your shoulders. They're issues as well, and however, it happens in a way where you are bored because it's like you are not allowed to go out and have fun because this person they have to get all the attention. So when are you getting flowers? I mean, who brings flowers to you? You want to go out, you want to have flowers, right? I also see some of you actually doing that. I see you going out and having fun because it's like it's need a bloody break. There could be a friend here who comes in and could be an earth sign and like, let's go have fun. Could be a friend that brings you flowers. Yeah, maybe retire to the forest in the long run. Yeah. Maybe you or some of you are going seeing a show, seeing a movie. This is very mundane, right? So when it comes to this King of Wands, I really feel as though it's being bored, feeling drained, burn out a little bit because you're carrying so much on your shoulders. So when it comes, if you feel blocked here, it's also one of those energies, Saji, where it is, how can I say it? It's one of those situations where you got what it was that you wanted, but now that you got it, you were questioning, is this really what I wanted? Right? The advice if you feel stuck here is to remember to go out and have some fun. Go see a magician or show, or just remember to include fun times in your manifestations. Okay? That's what I get for you. Because there is a brand new opportunity here for some, sometimes it just feels as though you lost out on an opportunity because you chose this opportunity. Don't think like that. Don't think like that. That's just gonna, no, that's not a good way of manifesting. Just look at the positive here. So let's go with, hey Sherry, let's see all the signs that you're dealing with. Let's see. Sagittarius, let's see all the signs you're dealing with, Sagittarius. If you are, hold on, not ready there. Oh, apparently I have to do this. Analysis paralysis. Yeah. That is It describes my a lot of my studies until I just decided to jump for it, because that's how I am. The best way of getting out of analysis paralysis is to connect with your inner child. It's the best thing. Personally, that's the solution I found. Right, if you're dealing with an Aries, if you're dealing with an Aries, that's heartbreak. Regarding this long-term stability, I feel as though you are in a very, very strong soul tie connection with a Sagittarius. Oh, not Sagittarius, with an Aries. But my fucking God, is there a lot of shit the two of you need to clean out? Because there's a lot of projection, emotional projection, and a lot of nasty shit that needs to be healed, possibly by taking a little bit of a break, pause from each other to go and figure out your own path here. Because, yeah, there's a heartbreak here. If you're dealing with a, or just hurtful words as well, just sadness, pain. If you're dealing with a Taurus, the Taurus has the star crossed by the 7 of Pentacles. You could be in a friends with benefits situation with a Taurus, and it's a bit of a challenge here for the Taurus to, I mean, emotions could be growing here, but it's happening at a very, very, very slow pace. Very slow pace. You would have to be extremely patient for the emotions to grow here. Check back in 2 years. If you're dealing with a Gemini, a Gemini here is making plans towards the future, and they could be a little bit emotionally unavailable at this present moment here. May not be disclosing it, so be mindful not to be a stepping stone. So if you're dealing with a if you're dealing with a that was a Gemini. If you're dealing with a Cancer, the Cancer has a brand new opportunity they want to explore. They're looking at you. Well, the brand new opportunity would be you, or their work. Well, they're basically, when they are with you, they are looking at you as a solid offer, and they are like weighing out, should we not? Should I give into this? Should I not give into this? What should I do? They are actually considering whether to be single or not be single, right? So they are having an analysis paralysis of their own, but in a from a far more stable position, right? If you're dealing with a Leo, the Leo has the Queen of Wands and the High Priestess. There could be another person included here. There could be another person included. A friend, doesn't really matter, but I feel as though there's just, doesn't have to be like a lover, sex or anything, but it just someone else that they are prioritizing rather than you, and that needs to be addressed, even if it's just a friend that, because no, you also a priority. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, the Capricorn is keeping to themselves. They may be giving you a little bit here and there, but they are very much in a lack mentality. And because they feel as though they are not good enough, they are pushing you away. Because the Capricorn is at this position where they don't know if they may have had an idea about where they wanted to be at this point in their life, and they're not there, so they're pushing you away. If you're dealing with a Aquarius, the Aquarius is manifesting. What are they manifesting? They are manifesting walking away. They may just not be telling you that. If you're dealing with a Pisces, Pisces is feeling extremely victorious. They may want to reach out to you, but in all, they're feeling very victorious in life. Sometimes they struggle with making peace with it, but they're doing good. Alright, they're doing good. The Pisces is doing good. Let's move on to the Capricorn. Whoopsie. The Capricorn, right? The Capricorn, and then we have 3 signs left. Oh, God damn it. 3 signs left. Come correct or don't come at all. Yep. And if they don't come at all, they don't come at all, and then you just move on, all right? I mean, there are a lot of people waiting where, and still all the signs of this relationship being done, it's over. But because they want to believe the best, they are always looking for just a smaller sign. Maybe they posted a picture on their social media of a coffee from Starbucks, and the two of you once went to Starbucks, so that must be a sign that the two of you want to come back together. I mean, come on. Magical thinking. That's basically how you breadcrumb yourself. Well, that's why being in love and being infatuated makes you temporarily insane. So let's move on to the Capricorn. Let's do more shuffle here for Cappy. And then we got this one. It happens. It depends on your level of maturity. What do we have for, or how insane you are? I mean, love is terrifying sometimes. It's beautiful, but like, you know, love is beautiful. Infatuation, that can be fucking terrifying. Because it is so all-consuming, right? You have to remember those initial stages, they're infatuation. They're not in love. They're infatuation. What do we have for the Capricorn? Thank you, Mika. What do we have for the Capricorn? What do we have for the Capricorn? Messages for the Capricorn. Messages for the Capricorn. Messages for the Capricorn. Messages for the Capricorn this week. Messages for the Capricorn. All right, do you want to come out? The Six of Cups. All right. First by the Ten of Swords. All right, Cabby, you're the bloody Queen of Swords. All right. So, the Queen of Swords is not the best energy to deal with. Sorry, I'm just reminded because my brother is a Capricorn. I was having dinner with him and his family, and he's married with a Pisces and have Pisces children. And because of COVID, the school is closed down. And the mom, and he was thinking, maybe I should work from home. And his wife looks at him and like, no, I promised the children a break from you. You're going to work. Because sorry, that was just reminded with the Queen of Swords, because the Queen of Swords is not always the best company to be in. All right, she's not always the funniest company to be in because she can be cranky. It's because she's been hurt, right? She's sometimes a bit in her head, and yeah. So that's it. But what we have here for you, we have Six of Cups crossed by the Ten of Swords. There's a headache regarding something here from the past. Something here is just not for you. And I just looked, and we have this was the card that came out, and it flapped, and I didn't know whether to do. Yeah, it's the King of Swords. So there is a couple here, and there's a soulmate, right? It is a soulmate that you're dealing with, but the two of you are, especially if this is in love, you are thinking love, you are not feeling it. So you are in distance from each other. You are in absolute distance from each other. You are projecting onto each other. You are sometimes misdirecting each other because you get so much in your head. So you basically give each other a headache. All right? But you are a soul couple. You are a soul couple. Now, some of you, this could be two people who are divorced. In the recent past, we have Eight of Swords and we have the Moon. Are you fucking kidding me, Cabby? Apologize for the lightning here, but the Eight of Swords and the Moon, this is being so stuck in your head. You feel as though you have beyond analysis paralysis. It's like being terrified, not having all the answers. Both of you. Your person could have been afraid of you, or not afraid of you. They could feel in their head about you. And you could have been projecting onto your partner. You're hurt, whatever is going on here. But you do love each other. Look. This is, by the way, Pisces. Isn't this the most beautiful Pisces card? Look at that little puppy there. Isn't it sweet? It's the Moon. So yeah, in the present energies, we have the Knight of Pentacles with the Four of Pentacles. I feel as though someone here is coming towards you with an offer. It's very slow, and I don't think you see it, to be honest. You are very much focused on your sense of security. Yeah, that's basically where you are. You know there's confusion, especially regarding the pace of a house. Something is coming towards you. You're working on something here that will make your, possibly in regards to your material world. I feel as though you are transferring your attention rather than dealing with this situation here. You are shifting your attention onto work here. So you are stuck in your head still. It's just you are shifting your attention, and rather than being focused on this, you are focusing on your work, where there could be a new opportunity coming your way that could help balance out the scales. But there is still this energy in your mind when it comes to this situation that's where things are back and forth, back and forth. All right. So if you are not fun to be around this week, that would be why. But yeah, you have decisions to make, and I feel as though you are rejecting love this week. I mean, or you're being rejected. It's just not the priority. I feel as though someone here has. It's not because rejection, love. It's just because there are other things to take care of. So that's why there's also a distance and a distance between the two of you. It's like you're pushing away this decision to deal with this situation where the two of you are putting each other in each other's head. All right. So if you feel stuck this week, I cannot believe I will say this. If you feel stuck this week, be mindful of how you are balancing out the scales in your life, how you are making decisions. Remember, decisions you make in the present will come back as consequence in the future. That's how you manifest. Be mindful of that. I do see you being very, very skilled at whatever it is that you're doing. I really feel as though you're working on moving into the future. So if, yeah. That's basically what I'm feeling. I just got this feeling that you are taking, being in your head. You're doing the typical Capricorn where you used to be in your head about this. Now you are in your head about your work. It's just transferring, the worry. You're still worried. You're just attempting not to be. So what do we have here? What do we have if you're dealing with an Aries? If you're dealing with an Aries, Cappy. If you're dealing with an Aries. If you're dealing with an Aries. Come on, if you're dealing with an Aries. The Aries have some kind of a new opportunity in work that they are very much focused on. They want to give into it, but they only give little pieces here and there, right? They don't come off as reliable, and I can see that would piss you off. Yeah. It's not because they're mean. It's because they're focused on something in the material world, okay? So if you're dealing with a Taurus. The Taurus sees you, they want you, they want you. But they could be like expecting you to take steps towards the future here. I mean, they haven't moved on for you. They do want you to Cabby. They want you and they want to move forward with you. They just don't quite know how. It's like they don't know how, but they have made up. They want you. So if you're dealing with a they want you. If you're dealing with a Gemini, the Gemini is trying to balance out the scales, and I feel as though they are also working in placing focus onto their work right now. So they're not really present. If you're dealing with a that's a Gemini. If you're dealing with a Cancer. If you're dealing with a Cancer, they are not really present here. They are keeping to themselves to go and heal their inner child, or they could be chilled. They're just keeping to themselves, right? There's something they need to work on their own from within themselves, and so they're closed off. They're gone into their little shell. If you're dealing, and that's okay. Just remember to communicate. They are wounded on their root chakra a little bit here. If you're dealing with if you're dealing with a and that could be money. If you're dealing with a Leo, the Leo is standing strong, single, independent. They are considering this a done, finito chapter. They're done. They're fine. They're fine. If you're dealing with a Virgo, the Virgo is a little bit critical when it comes to you, but I mean, they do care about you. They focus on long-term stability. Sometimes the Virgo struggle here with making decisions from their own sense core and not judging the situation and you based upon what their family values are. If you're dealing with a Libra, the Libra is working and caused by the King of Wands. Please be mindful that you're not dealing with a Libra that has an affair at work. If there's, for some of you, there's an affair with a Libra at work. And that could be you having an affair with a Libra at work. But in that case, the two of you cannot get your hands off each other. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, the Scorpio keeps returning to you in the head, and things are out in and out between you and a Scorpio. You can't really shake each other off. So moving forward here is a bit of a challenge because the waters now are rough. Now there could also be another energy, a friend coming in between you and a Scorpio that could be gossiping about you. So be mindful of that, because that makes the transition here between the two of you very rough. So be mindful of no one's gossiping behind your back about you. And that could be the Scorpio that gossips behind your back. Well, who knows? Well, there's an energy of gossiping and shaking the boat with the Scorpio here, right? If you're dealing with a Sagittarius, the Sagittarius, brand new start here. Whoa, right? It could be a Sagittarius here that is not really committal here. They could just come out of something. They're ready for a brand new start. They want to fight. But they also want in this energy where they want to grab all the opportunities that are available to them. So they're not really committal right now. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, the Capricorn is taking on a brand new adventure here. Be mindful of Capricorns going on the rebound. Just saying it. There could also have been a quick love affair with someone here, a Capricorn that ended quick, and then it started quick, ended quick, and a lot of disappointment here. If you're dealing with a Aquarius, the Aquarius is waiting for you, and you're pushing them away. All right. So if you're dealing with a Pisces, oh, things are heavy between you and a Pisces, right? It could be regarding a home. All right. Yeah, if you're dealing with a Pisces, I see this being over, especially if the Pisces is married, even though there could be, a strong tie between you. I see a lot of headache, but I feel as though someone is married here, and it brings on a lot of heavy energy between you and a Pisces. So don't deal with people who are married, okay? So let's move on to the Aquarius. I'm getting slow now. I'm slowing down. Energies, we can go Aquarius and then we're doing Pisces. If I'm doing these again, I am not including all the signs. That is absolutely true. So. Moving on to the lovely Aquarius. Oh, I always get annoyed when that Emperor keeps stalking me. The Emperor and the Empress, I have a specific story with the Emperor and the Empress these days. Yeah, they derail me. That's right, they derail my focus whenever I see them because they keep popping up. Maybe just air, water, earth, fire. No, people. Yeah, I could do that if you're dealing with an air sign and a water sign and an earth sign. I could do that. But now we're doing it all the way. Oh, why did I fucking get... Alright, that's apparently... Let's move on to Aquarius. Messages for the Aquarius. Let's do some shuffling for Aquarius. Messages for Aquarius this week. Love. And I feel so sorry for those dealing with a Capricorn. Yeah. I feel so. I mean, Capricorns are amazing, but when they get in this mood, I know that mood. I know it. I know it. It's not the funniest. Cranky Capricorn. What was it? Grumpy Capricorns. Yeah. Anyone ever dealt with a grumpy Capricorn? Yep. It's a thing. There's a reason why they call us the devil. Alright? We are the devil sometimes. Also very sweet, very loyal. But we all have bad days, alright? We all signs have bad days. Some become flaky and some become grumpy. What do we have for Aquarius? Right. Messages for the Aquarius. Messages for the Aquarius. Love readings for Aquarius. No, can't mess them up. They always get good again, alright? Capricorns always get good again. You can't mess them up. They'll smile again, and they always look at a balanced Capricorn may be grumpy, but they will smile again, right? Don't be mistaken. Right, what do we have for the Aquarius? Messages for Aquarius. Three of Cups. You also have the Lovers underneath the deck. So there's a decision you are faced with. Oh, yeah, also a strong connection. You have the King of Pentacles. You are making practical decisions, focusing on your long-term stability. We have Three of Wands, and we have crossed by the Ace of Wands. Now, right, you have made a decision to do something. You just made a decision, right? And now you're waiting for the manifestations to come in. Right now it is this energy of wait, it will come, it's coming. I forgot the lightning, right? You could have been expecting it to come quicker than expected, and I have to go get, sorry, hold on. Apparently that mattered. That's so funny. One of these are from last year. Oh, know about that. Right, so yeah, things are just not happening as quickly as you wanted to. So in the recent past, we have Justice and Seven of Wands. Right, this is about, you could have, first and foremost, you could have been dealing with a Libra. You don't have to. Someone here decided to stand in their truth, right? And by them deciding to stand in their truth, things started to grow on you. I feel as though you also, how can I say it? I feel as though a communication could have come in here, and it grew on you. Do you know? It's like it grew on you, this communication. But there's like a couple in your environment here that's out of balance. I get a feeling of a family dynamic. I feel as though there's someone here in your environment as well. Could be a single woman or just a woman that's been a bit wounded, right? They are sitting on this throne of swords, and they can be a bit harsh with their words sometimes. Could be a Libra, doesn't really have to. There's just a little bit of emotional drama going on here, and I feel as though you are a witness to it. You are a witness to it. These two people are going at it. One is very much in their head, and they are conditioned by previous wounds. And another person is very emotional, very balanced. But together, when they are interacting, they bring a lot of conflict between each other. And I feel maybe you are a mediator between this. But you were definitely watching it, and you are sitting like this, King here, and you were wondering, what the hell am I supposed to do in this situation? What am I gonna do? Right? And you're also waiting for some kind of a manifestation to come in. Maybe it's like you sent out for a mediator and you're waiting for it to come. All right, let's see here. What you have, yeah, within you, you're trying to pull back. I also feel as though there's a partnership in your life that I feel as though you're very pulled towards one of these person. You have a very strong emotional tie to this person. Now, for some of you, it's actually an ex that's getting in the way, Aquarius. And you are just sitting there waiting. It's not an ex, it's someone that's just, it could also be a friend. It's just someone that's butting in. They shouldn't really be there, you know? It shouldn't really be there. So yeah, what are you aware of? Yeah, you're aware of things like tension possibly growing here in your environment, in regards to a particular partnership. And you're also quite aware that you have a lot of emotions for someone. I see you being alone though. I don't see you taking any action towards it. Maybe secretly, but you're not really taking any action though. You want to do the right thing though, so sometimes you pull back. Now some of you, please don't tell me it's a secret affair here, because I also see you struggling. You want to do the right thing and also pull back from this situation. You know there's conflict. You know you could be getting in the way, and therefore you want to pull back. But then you get pulled back in again because you were part of this. Interesting. So if you're feeling blocked this week, especially if there's someone here that's trying to control, I really feel as though you could also be targeted by someone who is pissed at at your role in this situation. Then they are targeting you and they're being mean towards you. Understand that this is happening from a hurt place, right? And they're targeting you in a very mean way. Pull back, don't be triggered, especially if someone here is trying to trigger you into being the worst that you can be. Don't do it. Don't do it, right? Pull back. Look at this one. Look at this one. Pull back. You can do it. Don't let anyone shame you. Even if it's from far away, over social media, whatever it is, don't let anyone shame you. You are faced with this significant decision to stand firmly. Stand your ground, basically. Stand your ground. Don't be shamed. Don't be shamed by people coming at you, attacking you, trying to put you in your head, targeting your self-worth, gossiping about you. What the hell is going on, Aquarius? I really feel as though someone here is targeting you because you're coming in between someone. And I don't feel as though it's like it would be a third party, but not like the mistress. I don't feel it's like the mistress. It could be that you are speaking up on behalf of a friend, and you because you love your friend. This is a love reading. We love our friends, right? Or family member. You're just speaking up, and someone here is projecting their shit onto you because dang it, we cannot have Aquarius care about the people they love and then want to try and be a quality person. We can't have that. We need to damage the Aquarius for being a quality person. Fuck that shit. Stand your ground. Emotional regulation would be a advice here. Stand in your truth. Right, Aquarius. If you're dealing from all the signs, Aries to Pisces. Yeah, they make tree shades. They're beautiful. If you're dealing with an Aries, Aquarius. Aries, if you're dealing with an Aries, ooh, you could be having the hots for an Aquarius. You absolutely could. Ooh, yes. You could be having the hots for an Aquarius and you want to take things to the next stage. They're very, very passionate. They make the wand go up. So if you're dealing with a Taurus, the Taurus is holding on to themselves. They are afraid of taking a brand new start. They want to, protect their root chakra. They are a bit, they are afraid of losing out on money. They are in a sense of security. If you're dealing with a Gemini, the Gemini wants to make peace with the past here and come into alignment with you. They want to talk with you. They want to make things right. If you're dealing with a that was a Gemini. If you're dealing with a Cancer, the Cancer here, a lot of projection going on between you and a Cancer. A lot of fucking healing about setting up boundaries and growing up and not blaming when things are going wrong, calling you the other woman, or man, or whatever. Yes, you could be at it with a Cancer. If you are dealing, or the woman, they're just, you and a Cancer could be they're just, something here between you and a Cancer cannot continue as it used to continue. That's it. You don't have to be like in a breakup. It's just something here is not working. All right, between you and a Cancer, address it. If you're dealing with a Leo, the Leo and you also. Well, at least unless you are having a child next month with a Leo, then things are fine. But other than that, there's a karmic tie between you and a Leo. Right. No, yeah, there may be a bit of a karmic tie here because of codependency issues. So just a very, very strong connection. It feels heavy. Could be pregnancy included. Drama going on here. If you're dealing with a Virgo, the Lovers crossed by the Two of Cups. All right, we have found the shit. Yes, so the Virgo is definitely included. We have a lot of love between you and a Virgo. Lots of love, lots of healing, lots of learning to stand in your power and walk away when things are not working, clearing up karmic family dynamics, family karma, wounds. Lovers crossed by the Two of Cups. Are you fucking kidding me? This is a very, very strong soul tie you have between the two of you. You are struggling right now with seeing eye to eye. There could be a third energy coming between you and a Virgo. If you are dealing with Virgo, if you're dealing with a Libra, the Libra, that's conflict. Lots of conflict between you and a Libra. Because someone here is being rejected. All right, but someone here is not rejecting it. They could be trying to humiliate. It could be a Libra that's trying to humiliate you. For fuck's sake, humiliate you. Publicly shaming you, triggering you, or vice versa. Be mindful. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, things are being put on hold between you and a Scorpio, but things are not over. All right, there are abandonment issues regarding you and a Scorpio. So even though you are on pause, this is not over, and someone here is being taken for granted as well. Yeah, there's a need for you and the Scorpio to take a critical look at things and kind of assess where something needs to be let go and where, are there any sacrifices that needs to be done here, right? Like deception, right? If you're dealing with a Capricorn, they are not present in your life right now, and that's a bit of a heavy burden. They could be focused on something else. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, the Aquarius here is very curious. They could be spying on you a little bit, not telling you the entire. How can I say it? It's as though the Aquarius is learning to speak up. All right, starting by spying, starting by finding out all the answers. Could be a father or regarding marriage. Yeah, they're looking at things. They're looking at their options, trying to figure out how to speak truth. If you're dealing with a Pisces, things are very content between you and a Pisces. The two of you are actually feeling very victorious with each other. In whatever it is that the situation is going at right now between you and Pisces, the way the situation is right now, that's the way it's going to continue. Okay? Things are very peaceful, to be honest. Worst case scenarios between you and a Pisces, someone is in their ego. And then we're going on to Pisces. Oh, last sign. You're Pisces. Good. How are you Pisces doing? I hope it's okay. The Pisces reading I've been doing, they are a bit rough though. I feel as though the past two readings for Pisces have been a bit rough. Hope you go into them with an open mind. Oh, yeah. I know I have. There are telltale signs. You can always tell also when I'm trying to sugarcoat. I have spotted readers. That happens when you always read in upright. When you don't use reversals, but you know and you feel it's in reversed, right? The energy is blocked. But you can see on readers when they are, because that's what we do. We try to bring out the positive in it, right? But you can always see when it's like, how on earth do I bring about this message? Also just messages about, all right, so this is not the best energy. It happens a lot. Pisces. That's the difficult thing about the general readings, right? What do we have for Pisces? What do we have for the Pisces, the lovely Pisces people? How are you doing, Pisces? Are you being treated nicely? Huh? Are you being treated nicely? Pisces. But don't get mistaken. Pisces can be brutal when they want to. Oh, yeah. Pisces are amazing. Pisces, what do we have for the Pisces? This is Stanson Mike's out. Yeah, that's me. Welcome. Pisces, messages for the Pisces. I mean, if you like that, Mika, you should definitely watch the Libra readings. I'm starting to get rough in those because they're heavy. I'm dealing with a narcissist in the Libra reading, so what do we have here for the Pisces? What do we have for the Pisces? All right, that is it. Pisces, messages for the Pisces. Messages this week. Love messages for the Pisces. Love messages for the Pisces. A bit of a tension here. Crossed by... Okay. Let me lay it out. All right, there is your soul knows something. There's something your soul is trying to tell you here, Pisces. Okay, let's look into it. We have 5 of the Wands crossed by the Page of Pentacles. There's a little bit of spying going on. It could be you or someone is keeping track on you, not speaking, spying. Yeah, someone's just not speaking, okay, and it creates a lot of tension, confusion as well, jealousy possibly. Yeah. All right, let's see where you are. You are in the ten of Wands. You're tired. You sometimes feel as though you are also carrying a lot of burdens, especially if you are in a relationship. You're taking on more than you probably should, right? And your soul knows it's time to open up and address this situation and be honest, because the passion is absolutely drying out here. There's also a feeling of feeling left out, feeling like an outsider sometimes. Being derailed by people who are just, you know, struggling with their own shit, and then they bring their own happiness first, and you just, yeah. It's time for some energy change here, Pisces. What we have in the recent past, we have Hermit and we have Six of Pentacles. Someone here left. They may have gone on a soul journey. They just left. All right. The Hermit, they left. You felt breadcrumbed. They could have left you in a way that was not particularly nice. And by that, I mean they could have, in my opinion, now it could be you done it or they did it. This is this energy of wanting to leave someone behind, but doing it in a way where they think that if I just give a little piece here and there, and then I disappear slowly, it's like that energy is like, you know, I start by giving 3 pieces of candy, the next day the 2 pieces of candy, then 1 piece, and then suddenly none, right? It's like, it doesn't really work that way. And they're not even giving any clear communication about why you're doing it. It's like, by the way, I'm like we go downscaling on my attention that I give you, because I hope that eventually you will stop, you will forget me. People don't remember how breadcrumbing works. You spark obsession when you do this shit. You fuck up a person's reward system, clean cut. So yeah, right. For others of you, there's also this energy of possibly having spied on something or kept track on someone from your past that is not in your life. But if you could then go on social media and you keep track on them, you are breadcrumbing yourself, basically. Be mindful of that. And especially also just don't even go do those things, because it will always only make you sad, okay? In the present energy, we have Judgment and we have Ace of Pentacles. You could be giving some kind of a communication regarding a brand new start, something that makes you happy. It's a potential for long-term stability, but it comes with making peace with the past. So for some of you, yeah, it may be a reconciliation. For others of you, it's making peace with the past to get something new. Something new is sparking. What are you aware of? Yeah, you are quite aware of this breadcrumbing here. And it's very difficult to make peace with the past if you have been breadcrumbed into believing that this was your true happiness, right? You are going inside yourself here to try and find stability within yourself and to take charge of your own situation with the Emperor. You are basically growing into the Emperor. Man, woman, doesn't matter. I mean, I'm a fucking Emperor. I haven't showed up as a queen in ages. I show up as the kings. The Emperor is, I mean, look at him. He is, he's strong, he's power, he takes action, he knows what he wants and he's taking action. And when he makes a decision, he's gonna see it through. He's not wishy-washy, he doesn't go back on his promises. That's where you're going. Standing firm. And the way that you stand firm is up for you to determine that, because you're you, right? We have different ways. I mean, you can't really compare us. We are different people. But you're going into this energy way knowing what it is that you want, and then you're going to charge for it. And you do that by going inside and searching for your own soul. So you're also leaving this behind here. But be mindful of not breadcrumbing yourself and making yourself feel as a fucking outsider and derailing yourself by doing it. You might think as though it makes you happy right now, but it's like pissing in your pants. It makes you happy for short minutes, but then the tower falls, and then meaning that you get a shock and then you have to deal with the emotions all over again. Breadcrumbing. Don't breadcrumb yourself. But yeah, if you're feeling stuck here in regards of making peace with the past, know that there might actually also be an Emperor coming your way, which is someone that's strong, stable, and knows how to take charge. And they are actually in your soul family. There could be someone coming your way, but it requires that you make peace with the past. Are there anything here for you? Please, also Pisces, those of you who associate pain with happiness, that happens when you breadcrumb yourself. You basically fuck up your reward system into getting a happy release every time you see someone has posted something on social media, and that creates more burdens. So that is why no contact, the importance of no contact, also keeping tabs on social media, because you fuck it up for yourself, and then you start associating the pain the disappointment you always feel when you associate yourself with this person. You start to associate that with happiness, and then you are caught in a spiral. Okay, so be mindful of that, and understand that it's okay to be vulnerable. Right? It's okay to be vulnerable, and don't associate happiness with carrying the burdens of other people. It's not your task. You are not put in as well to save other people. You was put in as well to be loved. Well, what is it, that song? Nat Cole, is that the greatest thing you ever learn is just to love and be loved in return. To be loved and to love and be loved in return. The greatest thing you ever learn is just to love and be loved in return. Can't remember the lyrics of it. All right, let's move on to see if you're doing Aries to Pisces. Aries to Pisces. And then I am going to bed. The Sagittarius did out of nowhere. That's a funny thing. I know a lot of Sagittarians and Pisces that end up together. And I have seen it work, though. I have seen it work, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Yeah. It can happen. It's so funny. I think it's like Cancers and the Capricorns, Pisces and Sagittarius. They have good compatibility. They do. They do. Isn't that like saying that Capricorns and Capricorns and they always end up together? They always end up together. I am not. It really depends. I don't know. You search, they do. I also search. They showed up to me as they didn't. Yeah, Capricorn or Cancer at opposite. Tell me about it. Who do Geminis always end up with it? Can you tell me that? I'm curious to see who do Geminis always end up with. Scorpios, I've seen that happen quite a lot. All right, so Aries to Pisces for the Pisces. Aries to Pisces. Capricorns always end up with Taurus or Virgo, don't they? All right. If you're dealing with an Aries, they are the devil themselves with you. They put their own needs first. The sex could be amazing, but they need a lot of freedom. So even if they have emotions for you, they are just, right. So it's just not working between you and an Aries right now, because someone here is putting their pleasures first. All right, the devil crossed by the Nine of Cups. Hell fucking no. It's like pissing your pants and then getting immediate gratification. If you're dealing with a Taurus, the way that things are right now is the way that things will continue to be. I feel as though there could be a very lazy energy included here with a Taurus, meaning that someone here could they could think very highly of themselves, that they are the end, or they consider themselves to be the king of the world, queen, woman, doesn't matter. And they have it within them to take action, but they kind of like lay back and let you do all the work, and they are very content in doing so. They're lazy. If you're dealing with a Gemini, the Gemini wants to talk about how the two of you are going to move forward into the future. If you are dealing with a Cancer, the Cancer is tired. They are carrying a lot on their back. It could be in regards to they feel as though they're carrying the entire family on their back. They could also be, how can I say, the Cancer, you could be dealing with a Cancer here that's also very influenced about how things look on the outside, right? They want to impress the family. And in doing so, they actually put on far more burdens on their shoulders than need be. Or you are observing this, right? So if you're dealing with a Leo, there are regrets with a Leo here, and someone is sleepless. They are not sleeping. The Leo is not sleeping particularly well at night. They are 5 of Cups crossed by the 9 of Swords. They are regretful about what went down between the two of you. Now, someone here could in the past have felt very sorry for themselves and neglected you, pushed you away, and started putting up their egos first, and they are regretting that they thought that they promoted their ego because to see the love that you gave, and they probably treated you like they didn't even take you out or anything. They're regretting it. But the thing is, if they were self-absorbed before, now they are just using you as an excuse to be self-absorbed, so it's just like a bad spiral. If you're dealing with a Virgo, if you're married with the Virgo, things are going great. If you're not married with the Virgo, there's a married Virgo here who's pulling back because they're married. And if it's not married, then there's something about, right, so it's 3 situations. If you're married with a Virgo, things are going great, right? They could be very focused on that. The things are going great. If you're not married with a Virgo and you're just dating, and they're not married, for a fact, then they are not committal here. They are pulling back. They're just probably not telling you. If you're dealing with a wishy-washy Virgo, they are in a commitment somewhere else. If you are dealing with a Libra, so the Libra, what do we have with the Libra? Someone here is moving forward and they're putting their needs first, okay? Someone here, I feel as though it's the Libra. The Libra is keeping their options open. They're a little bit selfish here. I mean, even if they care for you, they are very much they're putting the Libra first, okay? You could be a convenience, you could be an option. Don't be treated like an option by the Libra. Could be leaving you, could be putting you into a fantasy here. Could also be cross-watch, but don't. All right, so if you're dealing with a Sagittarius, that was a Libra. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, there's tension between you and a Scorpio, possibly related to breadcrumbing and also related to commitment here. Scorpio and you are, yeah. Someone here needs to be mindful that they also remember to ground themselves and take care of themselves and don't completely forget themselves because they are so absorbed that they forget all boundaries because the tension is so heavy between you and a Scorpio. But you're fighting, okay? You're fighting, possibly also regarding marriage. If you're dealing with a Sagittarius, all right. Things are growing between you and a Sagittarius. Slowly but surely, something is going to happen out of the blue. Could be a phone call regarding a brand new start. Someone's going to feel a bit wounded about it because they're trying to move towards calmer waters, feeling insecure about it, all that. But yeah, things are slowly but surely growing, but at a snail's pace. And there's a lot of, could be sexual frustration going on between the two of you. Now, for some of you, there could also be a relationship with a Sagittarius that's sexually based. And just be mindful of that, okay? Especially if you don't want to get pregnant. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, Capricorn has the Fool crossed by the Worlds. All right. The Capricorn is a bit of a fool. They think that, right, how can I say it? The Capricorn there's something new in the Capricorn's life, right? They are sweet, they have emotions for you, they're pushing you away like hell. Because they want this new start, and they're like, I don't care about the Pisces. I don't care about the Pisces, but they absolutely do. They are just choosing to use their head over their heart when it comes to you. So it is over, but it's over with love, all right? Or if it's not that, the Capricorn wants to take you traveling. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, the Aquarius is very guarded here. They want to feel victorious in their own life. They don't want to be... they don't want anyone to walk all over them. They don't want any egos into their life. So you and the Aquarius, there could have been an ego battle, and that is no. If you're dealing with a Pisces, the Pisces is using their head over their heart in this situation. They want to make things grow in a situation, but they also very much focus on their own stability. In terms of especially finance or that material world, there could be some kind of a job opportunity going on for the Pisces here, or legal situation. They are focused on that. So that is, if they're not present in your life, it's because they're making decisions from a very rational point of view, right? And they don't want to be distracted. They don't want, actually, even though they're very emotional, they don't want emotions to take over their life, basically. So they are kind of dictating the course here a little bit. Okay, so I will say that was it. The opposite of Aries is Libra. Well, the fire signs have always been a mystery. Well, no, the mutable signs are a mystery to me. And I got through it. You're welcome. All right, guys. Thanks for showing up. I am going to bed. I am exhausted. That was it. I will see you next time. The opposite in the astrological wheel attract, Gabby. I know, Argo, but it really depends. I mean, you can simplify it, or you can look into the complexities, right? There's more to it. It's also not just the signs per se. If you want to know in terms of what attracts, I would look into the 7th house ruler, and I would see what kind of energy, not the sign, but the energy is assigned with that sign. And then you can then look at the people. If you have found yourself repeating past cycles, you can look and see how those energies align. Just not use the zodiac and saying, oh, I had an Aries in my 7th house, so I dated Aries. No, but look into what the energy that comes with Aries, which is breaking down walls, being front and all that. And then you could have dated a Scorpio who was like that, right? So, long story. I am going to bed now. Thanks for showing up, and sleep tight.